What's up, man? Hey, man, hit that like button early, man. We need 200 likes to start the show, man. 200 likes to start the show. 200 likes to start the show. Man, I need to get it. I had to take my car to the dealership today, get the oil changed. Why do women hate taking care of kids, man? Women hate taking care of kids, man. If they got a husband. You notice that? If a woman don't have a husband, she'll fucking have 15 kids and take care of them. But if a woman got a husband, she act like she can't be alone with the kids for fucking 10 minutes. Press one. Shit is ridiculous, man. I got a sister. She got 3 kids by 3 different dudes. Ain't none of them around. She take care of kids. She wake them all of them up in the morning, get them ready for school, pick all of them up after school, take all of them to the after school programs. My wife, if I take the trash out, where you going? I need you to do the XYZ. Like, oh shit, man. I went to the dealership today. She called me like 5 times. When you coming home? Fuck you mean when I'm coming home? I don't fucking know. You want me to go in the back and ask them, is they done with the car? Like, what the fuck is going on? Women crazy, man. A lot of our fathers didn't run out. That thing where they try to say, "Oh, men ran out on their families." Nah, a lot of men were forced out on their families. Press one. A lot of people were forced out on their families. Press one. They make it seem like every man that left just ran off. They didn't have no reason for. Shout out to Pamela Henderson, man. Pamela Henderson getting the ball rolling. Nah, it ain't really that I'm going through it. It's just that I'm noticing that, like, god damn, man. A lot of things was we were told were myths. Like dudes running off on their families. Nah, man. Niggas ain't run off. Niggas is like, fuck this shit. I'm out. You can fuck. I ain't even fuck you in. Fuck this shit. It was like, man, shit, man, fuck this shit. I ain't fuck that, man. You got me fucked up. Salute to Alexander Byrne. He says, father 4 shot dead in Catford, 3 miles from here. Guess what color he was? Um, hmm. I'm gonna ponder on what color he was. That's across the pond. Yeah, man. Women, boy. Everyone hit the like button, man. I tell you, women, phew, whew. And then they got this postpartum shit once they have a baby, they get to treat you like a piece of shit and blame it on postpartum. Press one. Once they have a baby, they get to treat you like a piece of shit and blame it on postpartum. My wife had a great baby. She did that. She did that. I will give her that. She pushed that motherfucker out. She had a she pushed that motherfucker out. She pushed his ass out like a goddamn champ. I ain't gonna lie about that, but yeah, man. And it really it starts during the pregnancy. Let me stop. Let me just say that it starts during the pregnancy because it don't postpartum should be called interpartum because that shit start during the pregnancy, man. That shit don't start after the pregnancy. That shit starts during the pregnancy. Salute to Amala. Hormones going crazy my ass. It's just an excuse to treat you like a piece of shit. Ain't no hormones going crazy. It's an excuse to treat you like a piece of shit. What hormones make you a demon? What hormones make you a demon? Yeah, man, you gotta eat shit. As a man, as a man, you gotta eat shit, man. We gotta eat shit. Man gotta eat shit, man. And I'm not saying there aren't bad guys that women have their own shit they go through. Sons out, guns out, man. Sons out, guns out, man. Let me make sure we talk about Haiti too tonight, man. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man. As a man, you gonna eat shit, man. As a man, you gonna eat shit. Yeah. I ain't trying to discourage dudes from getting married, man. But just know that you gonna eat shit. You eating shit if you Everyone hit the like button, man. 200 likes to start the show. 200 likes to start the show. Yesterday it took like an hour, man, to get 200 likes, man. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes to get 200 likes, man. 30 minutes, man, to get 200 likes. Every single person hit the like button. 200 likes to start the show. We need 200 likes to start the show, man. Okay. Um, let's see. What's wrong? What's wrong? Where is it? Where is it?
One thing about it, she never played by me as a child.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Where is it? Where is it?
One thing about it, she never played by me.
Pass.
Good, man. Ban that thug from all future
So
games.
the officials are at the monitor looking at this
This was
again.
unacceptable, man.
There's also
This was
police escorting a
unacceptable.
fan out who leapt over the scorer's table onto the court.
This was unacceptable, man. Oh, this thug gotta ban this thug from all future games, man. You crazy, man? You jumping on the court of girls, a girl fight? Come
So the
on, man.
officials
You
are at the
jumping on the
monitor
court
looking at
during a
this
girl
again.
fight, man? Come on, man.
There's
Come
also
on,
police
brother.
escorting a fan out
Come
who leapt
on,
over
brother.
the scorer's table onto the court.
Come on, brother. That ain't gangster, man.
Yeah, Angel, to that point, I wanted to get you to expound a little bit more on how this team, as shorthanded as you guys were and how beaten, banged up as you guys were, this is the number one team in the country, and you guys gave them everything that they could handle again today.
We're not going to make that an excuse. We're not scared of South Carolina, and I'm going to repeat that. We're not scared of South Carolina, and a lot of people are scared of them, and we came in and battled to the end, and of course, we came up short, but we'll see them again, or whoever will see them again. But I'm just happy, and I'm going to acknowledge my teammates first, because
ain't
Janae,
nothing wrong with what she said.
No one wants to be a part of that. No one wants to see that ugliness. But I can tell you this. I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese. Don't push a kid. You 6'8". Don't push somebody that little. That was uncalled for, in my opinion.
Wow, that's amazing. Steph Curry got the highest win differential. Damn, Steph a bad man. Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan is like, wow. That man LeBron has played almost 400 more games than Michael Jordan. That's crazy. LeBron has played 400 more games than Michael Jordan and 600 more games than Magic Johnson. Wow. Shit. My stepsister got 3. We don't call each other stepsisters, but we could. But my father's daughter, my sister on that side, I don't know how many baby daddies she got. Yeah. That shit common though. That shit is not uncommon like you think. It's not like nothing. It's not seen as nothing like that. Only on the internet. Like in real life, a lot of these things niggas talk about on the internet, people don't have those conversations in real life. Like a lot of these, like black women, people don't talk like that. You be around niggas, they don't be talking like that. They don't be like black women need to do this and black women got too many baby daddies. You never hear anybody talking like that in real life, dog.
Red flags of kidney inflammation. Lower.
Good. Prime Dwight Howard was very good. Not
we done with the 90s. This who was bussing Jordan, this gonna put them up 18 points in the third quarter. It's 30-48. Somebody gonna explain this to me. What is Jordan out there doing? Somebody explain what the GOAT out here doing. This is the third quarter. They got 30 points? Come on. Scottie Pippen out here playing like that one though with the one arm. He gonna cross it over like he ain't even got a left hand there. Let me just show y'all how garbage the Bulls was. Look at Jordan. Cartwright get it. He don't know what to do with it. He garbage. He gonna give it back to Pippen. Scottie Pippen can't bust a move. Shoot that Pippen. He garbage. He give it to Horace Grant. Horace Grant is big trash. He give it back to Pippen for a garbage brick. The Bulls was garbage. Big trash. Jordan is...
That dude's stupid, man. Oh, wow. Bishop, man. I ain't heard of the good Bishop in a while. The blinging Bishop, man. Bishop Lamar Whitehead convicted of multiple fraud charges for allegedly scamming church member out of $90K retirement savings. These niggas is heartless, man. Man, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button, man. Everyone hit the like button, man. Everyone hit the like button. Everyone hit the super chat. Hit the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Everyone, man. This dude, heartless, man. God, oh, took her $90K savings. I'm getting this for my son. I didn't get it for my daughter because I didn't know about it when she was little like this, but I'm getting this for my son. 画画的北北，画画的北北，奔驰的小野马和带刺的玫瑰。画画的北北，画画的北北，奔驰的小野马和带刺的玫瑰。Yeah, I'm definitely getting that for my son.
Can I get your number?
I'm already married, sweetie.
Huh?
I'm married, sweetie.
You're supposed to use me to keep you young.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna tell that to my husband?
Gotta do it, man. You might as well let me see that phone, check that number in there. I'll do it.
Oh, that nigga phone. Why you gonna do that to that woman?
Shit, they got serious, man.
Can I get your number?
I'm already married,
Do
sweetie.
that to that woman, man. Why you gonna do that to that woman, man? Foul motherfucker.
Ended the GOAT debate and didn't get credit. If you have swelling,
I like the way you do that right there, right there. Yo, you wild. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Yo, you wild. I like. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Yo, you wild. Don't touch me. You wild. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, bro. Get me out this motherfucker. Nah, don't touch me, bro. Yo, don't touch me. Yo, you put me one call away, nigga. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me, bro. You in New York, nigga.
No one prepared me for the anxiety of having a newborn baby. Whenever he went to sleep, I had to have him right next to me, which made things a little bit awkward. So getting the Owlet Dream Duo was life-changing for me as a first-time mom. It's a baby monitor that truly gives me peace of mind. I'm able to stream HD video right to my phone. And then once we put on his cute little Owlet Dream sock, it tracks his sleep quality indicators, including his heart rate, average oxygen level, wakings, movements, and more. The Owlet Dream Duo allows you to take comfort in knowing when your baby is sleeping safely and soundly, whether they're near you or not. No one prepared me for the anxiety of having.
Keep kidneys healthy with MedMax Kidney.
$200 likes to start the show, man. 200 likes to start the show, man. Damn. I almost they took the motherfucker. Then you got flip them up. You don't even got flip burgers no more. Wow. You don't even got to flip burgers no more. Back in the day, they had to flip them joints. You only have to flip them no more. Oh my God, what is that they're putting on it? What is that sauce they putting on that motherfucker? What is that sauce? What is that salt? Oh, that's that that shit. Oh wow. Oh wow. No gloves. Make my sandwich with no gloves, my nigga.
уходи.
I don't get any help in this house. I do everything by myself. All you care about is your stupid little football. I swear that's all you do. Just sit on that little couch and just live. I wish I had some help.
That's literally how they act.
I don't get any help in this house. I do everything by myself. All you care about is your stupid little football. I swear that's all you do. Just sit on that little couch and just live. I wish I had.
That's how they talk. That's how they do, man. That's literally how they do. Damn, that nigga was packing, man. This dude was packing, man. My man was packing. Mm. 129. We need 71 likes to start the show. Damn. Looks like it's gonna take us an hour to get the show started tonight, too, man. Ain't that a bitch? 71 likes to start the show.
We gon' spin and kill.
Rise, I want my money back.
First of all, smart man, LeBron. He is about to go into a summer where he's trying to.
Whoever invented the earthquake bed was a genius. It doesn't look any different than a regular bed, but when there's a big earthquake, the vibrations will be captured by the bed's high-precision sensors, and then the person and the mattress fall into this big box. All this will be done quickly before the house collapses.
Yeah, but what happens if that shit swallow you up and you ain't got your cell phone on the call and you die in that motherfucker? You starve to death in that motherfucker.
The case is made of high-strength alloy steel and is supported by a number of solid steel. Normal wall collapses can't harm it. The bottom of the crate contains not only a large amount of food and water, as well as firefighting and medical supplies. With side vents, there's no need to worry about oxygen deprivation. The exterior of the box is covered with a layer of fireproof material. Don't worry if there's a fire outside. It can even send a distress signal to the outside world, so that the rescue team can find it at the first time. Meanwhile, there are many styles of earthquake beds to choose from. In addition to the regular box, there are also...
Yo, shout out to gliders, man. Shout out to gliders, man. Everybody give gliders a round of applause, man. Everybody give gliders a round of applause, man. Shout out to gliders, man. Y'all amazing, man. Shout out to Paula Sandridge. Wow, they wouldn't let you. Salute to you, Paula Sandridge. Paula Sandridge trying to support through YouTube on the last read. No go. Nah, you supporting us, man. Tell me, just send it to me. Tell me what you want me to. I'll read it, man. Shout out to Miss Berry, man. Miss Berry in the building. Shout out to gliders, man. Think tigers too? All right, gliders and tigers, man. 100 years from now, son's gonna be saying they invented this shit. Press 1.
Lifting models, sliding models, double doors open models. Even the gull-wing doors on cars are fitted with it. So do you think this earthquake bed can save your life in the event of an earthquake?
If your supplements look like this, 90% of the nutrients.
For you all on your big day today.
Shout out to Bobby Brown, honorary doctorate degree, man. Dr. Bobby Brown, my nigga. It's Dr. Bobby Brown to you, motherfucker.
For you all on your big day today. For you all on your big day today.
Dr. Bobby Brown, man.
Let's make Korean fried chicken, which is easily one of the best types of fried chicken around.
Okay. They put baking powder in that motherfucker.
Let's make Korean fried chicken, which is easily one of the best types of fried chicken around.
I've been having kidney trouble for, I say 25 years. I've been coming here.
When you look inside a vehicle, you're gonna take the oil cap. You're gonna look at the oil cap. I'm pulling it off for you so that you don't have to move. You see this oil cap right here? It's gonna tell you what kind of oil your vehicle uses. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You see right here, it says 5W20. Got it? Yes, I have yet to see a car that doesn't tell you. So every car on the lid is going to tell you what type of oil the freaking car uses. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're going to go to the parts store. You're going to say, I need some 5W20.
Yo, I wish they would have taught shit like this in school, man. I wish they would have taught you how to fucking do shit that you use in life, man, in school, man. I really do, man. Teach you how to fucking do your taxes and shit. Teach you how to fill out apply for insurance and shit. Sign up for insurance and shit. Teach you good shit. They don't teach you shit you need you can use in school. Salute to this brother, man, King Randall, man.
Motor oil, got it?
Yes, sir.
That's gonna go in this particular vehicle. Now, I like to get the best oil to use so you can go longer without getting the oil change. This motor oil, got it?
Yes, sir.
This is a freaking oil filter pliers, got it?
Yes, sir.
Say oil filter pliers.
Oil filter pliers.
Drain pan.
Drain pan.
Drain pan.
Drain pan.
Say oil filter.
Oil filter.
Oil filter.
Oil filter.
Why do we need a jack stand?
For
extra support. Say extra support.
Extra support.
Extra support.
Extra support.
Basically, you don't want to die. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Drain plug, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a screw, but it's a drain plug. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So now that we got the drain plug right here, we're gonna freaking find the socket that fits it, and we're gonna unscrew it so all the old oil come out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Oil. See that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, now we're gonna wait for all the old oil to drip out. You understand?
Yes, sir. Sir.
All right, now I'm gonna put the freaking drain plug back. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. When you look inside a vehicle,
salute to this brother, man. God damn, man. I wish I'd have learned shit like that in fucking school, man. I really do, man. Even if you got a father, your father ain't, a lot of fathers ain't gonna teach you how to do that shit, because you know they just, you know what I mean. Unless you watching and shit, you hanging around. I don't know. Maybe you should have a father that teach you that shit. I don't know.
Stop! Don't do it. Stop! Stop, man! Stop!
What are my car? What number?
Stop, man! Stop! Please stop! Let go. Please! I'm telling you right now, let go, dude. Please stop!
We need a
Please!
This is the least violent subduing of a thug at the airport I've ever seen. Press 1. This is the least, yeah, of course they're going to call him a thug because, you know, they be calling us thugs. They call us thugs all the time. So, of course, they're going to call him a thug. That's what that black people have started doing that, man. Anytime a white person motherfucking say, dag nabbit, look at that thug. Hey, we doing that shit now. That's the new thing.
You're already going to jail. Let him go. You're already going to jail. Let him go. Hey, please stop. Please.
Control, we need the police here desperately at Echo 5. This customer is going crazy.
I'm not
Take the supervisor and a pilot.
I didn't do anything.
We need police immediately at Echo 5. He's going crazy. Oh my God, the supervisor. Is he? Oh, he's hurt.
You guys are
Jamal, you need.
This guy was black, man. If this guy was black, this shit would have been a whole lot harder, man. You had to put your arms around his throat, man. White guy is easy to subdue, man. White dude's easy to subdue, man.
Paramedics. And also, can you call paramedics for the supervisor, please, at Echo 5? Paramedics at Echo 5, please.
No, stop. Stop.
Hey, it's Chris. We also need paramedics. Our supervisor.
I did nothing. You did nothing. You just grabbed me and punched me. Yeah, because I did nothing. Back up. Girl, that I can't dig it.
Are you still having coffee for breakfast on an empty stomach too?
Okay, I'm not gonna act like that. Remember we used to chase a bag on that curb. I be stunting on they ass, this for dirt. All that dirt I shook off right before I took off. Don't forgive me was the last thing I heard. And then came the sorries, and then a Ferrari. Everybody say they sorry now. So my life is like a.
Where are you on the greatest of all time conversation?
I'm very vocal. I think LeBron is the best player that's ever played the game.
God.
Stocks and real estate is the old way of making money.
Love yours. Love yours.
But he getting
love yours.
But he jumped on the court and now he came on the court during a girls' basketball game
So the
and
officials
pushed
are
that
at the
girl.
monitor looking at this
And
again.
now he getting praised like he's some fucking nah, man. Yeah, stop this shit, man. Look at this.
So the officials are at the monitor looking at
Black
this again.
man protecting black women.
There's also police
Think about how
escorting
dumb niggers are, man. They think that that's acceptable for a brother to jump out of the stands and jump into the middle of a girl fight during a scuffle on a basketball court. This one say, who are y'all related to? Because the way my family set up, he did everything right. Touch one, touch all. Any gender can get it. Jesus Christ. You niggers are fucking retarded. Anybody who mad at his reaction reflex is a horrible sibling or don't have siblings, because I'm diving in the crowd about mine and I don't care what consequences I face. Yo, man. Yo. This literally the first time somebody ever did that. And they acting like it's completely normal. He's his sister's keeper. He didn't even do shit. He was making sure shit didn't escalate. Damn, it's almost 100% approval rating. Our people condone anything. I mean, the girl that pushed his sister was big as a dude, so you jump out of the stands during the girls and into the middle of some girls on a basketball court? Like what he was gonna do if she pushed her again? What, he's gonna punch the girl? I mean, what the fuck, man? What's wrong with niggas? Let them girls fight on the court. Let them girls in the game duke it out. Why he gotta get into it? And then why is being we are insufferable, man. A lot of y'all brothers must hate y'all from the comments I'm seeing. Best brother in the world, protecting black women at all costs. In the heat of the moment, that man was doing what siblings would do, protect their own. Yo, y'all some, yo. Y'all are horrible, man. Bro was one. Yo. He said, listen, say what y'all want. My brother would have cleared the court about me. So if you would have gotten to a pushing match with another girl during a basketball game, your brother would have shot everybody on the court. That's what this woman is saying. If she was in a basketball game and she got into a shoving match with another girl, her brother would have shot everybody on the basketball court. These sons ain't crazy. These are just sons, man. These is normal sons, man. These people, don't get these people the crazy out. These are regular schmedegular sons that you gonna see every day on the fucking street, man. Every day when you going to and fro running errands. Every day when you wherever you fuck you at, you gonna see these. These are the same people. These are people aren't crazy. These are just normal sons. Press 1. I'm sorry, he didn't assault anyone, or did I miss that? I see people, he jumped into a woman's fight. What if he was just trying to break it up or get hit to his sister? I don't think he was trying to fight anyone. Yeah, but they got people breaking up the fight anyway. The fight, they got people to do that, man. You know. And it's all women too. This is all women condoning this shit. This is all women. Man, that sister, that's his sister. My brother fighting, I'm getting it in also. And this is Flower J. The girl, she in the comment section pressing. So this is cool. This is cool what he did. What he did is 100% cool. What he did was 100% cool. It would have even been, even if it was half of them saying condoning it, that would have been too many. Even press 1, even if half of them condoned it, that would have been too many. But 98% of them condoning it is just bananas. No pun intended. See how many likes we got, man. Okay, we almost there. We need 14 more likes, man. So let's see Shannon Sharpe last night, man. After the game, man, he was talking about that fight.
I know it's
she can't leave until she can't leave. She got to stay all 4 years.
How you know I was going to ask you that?
Because I know you was going. No, she can't leave.
Okay. So how come men's?
But I don't know why she wouldn't want to leave. Why would you want to leave and go make $76,000? You probably make $250,000, maybe $1 million in college.
You know what? I keep forgetting about the disparity.
Yeah. Angel Reese about to take a pay cut.
I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting. They gotta. Well, never mind. We talked about that already. Don't worry about it.
Kim Mulkey said after the game, I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese. You 6'8", you don't push somebody that little. Let those two girls do that job that we're doing the draw. Let them go at it. Nah, Kim, I'm gonna have to criticize you on this because if two men, if a male coach had said,
if a male coach would have said that, nobody would have said a fucking thing. Press 1. If a male coach would have said, man, if Shaq would have pushed if Shaq would have pushed a little fucking guard, Steph Curry or some shit, and the coach would have been like, man, I wish you would have pushed one of our centers, nobody would have said a fucking thing, you race baiting, bell pepper nose fucking. He trying to win back Black Twitter because they've been calling him a faggot so much. Black Twitter been calling him gay so much. He trying to please Black Twitter. They've been calling him gay so much, man, and they now he trying to please Black Twitter.
And we talked about that already. Don't worry about it.
Kim Mulkey said after the game, I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese. You 6'8", you don't push somebody that little. Let those two girls do that job that we're doing the draw. Let them go at it. Nah, Kim, I'm gonna have to criticize you on this because if two men, if a male coach had said, I wish they had gone at it, you want them to fight figuratively.
That ain't what she said. Angel Reese pulled that girl's hair. Angel Reese elbowed that girl in the face twice during that game, and she didn't do anything. And then she went and pushed one of the little guards down while the little guard was arguing with another guard. But Angel Reese pulled her hair and elbowed her in the face twice during the game, and she didn't do nothing. Did you watch the game, Shannon? You so obsessed with criticizing the white coach because you racist. You're a racist. You're a racist. You're a racist person, man. I'm not gonna call you gay because I don't think you're gay. I just think you have. I just think you're just a racist. I think you're a racist. I don't think you're gay. I'm not gonna call you. I don't think you're gay.
Because there's something at stake. We're fighting for the SEC championship.
Right.
And like I said, I'm not going to give you anything. I'm not going to allow you to take anything.
Right.
But to like a physical confrontation, that's not what the woman's game. Your game is doing too well, Kim.
Right.
Your game is doing too well to have it marred by that.
Right.
Marred by what? It was a pushing and shoving. Did he act like they was out there fucking beating the shit out of each other and shit, like black girls do in the fucking hood and shit? That didn't mar nothing. That brought more attention to the sport, man. I was watching the game, but I mean, a lot of people watch the game, man. And you gonna come on here with this bullshit trying to like ruin the moment. You with the womp shit.
And you don't want that. Look, I understand emotions are high. When emotions are high, logic is low. But Kim, look, be like Dawn Staley. You see, she said immediately after the game, she apologized.
Because she won. The coach that won was like, the coach that won who coached the girl who literally, the 7-foot girl who pushed the little smaller girl, of course she apologized because she's the coach of the girl that did the bullshit. Press 1. Of course she apologized, you pea-brain moron. She's the coach of the girl who did the bullshit. I don't think this dude is that smart, man.
For the SEC championship,
right?
And like I said, I'm not going to give you anything. I'm not going to allow you to take anything,
right?
But to like a physical confrontation, nah. That's not what the woman's game. Your game is doing too well, Kim.
Right.
Your game is doing too well to have it marred by that.
Right.
And you don't want that. This is look. I understand emotions are high. When emotions are high, logic is low. But Kim, look, be like Dawn Staley. You see, she said immediately after the game, she apologized. It's okay. It's okay, Kim Mulkey. You can say, hey, that wasn't a good look. Don't say I wish it. No. Say I wish that hadn't happened. But I understand that emotions, given the magnitude and the gravity of the game that's at stake.
Yeah.
The SEC championship.
Yeah.
That's literally what she said, Shannon. You're taking a little sound bite from the end where she said she would have pushed Angel Reese. She said that she wished it wouldn't have happened. She said that it wasn't a good look. You taking a little part at the end trying to criticize the white coach and big up the black coach, because the black coach finally was classy. Dawn Staley is a goon, man. She's a pit bull. She always fucking say some shit that's not classy. The black coach, Dawn Staley, always says some non-classy shit. And the one time the first time they could be like, oh, well, she took the high road. She won the game, and her player is the one who did the bullshit. So, of course, she apologized. Of course, she's fucking great because she won the fucking game. The other lady lost, and she's mad.
LSU hadn't beaten Carolina in a very long time, and they've lost all 4 matchups to them. Or 4 or 5 matchups that they played, even with Kim Mulkey being there. They haven't beaten South Carolina. Now, I go way back with Dawn Staley because I remember she was at the University of Virginia. So that's how far I know Dawn Staley. I've never met her. Would love to meet her. I think she's unbelievable. I'm glad she's at Carolina.
Yeah.
But no, I just think the thing is we got to start holding Kim Mulkey accountable for the things that she be saying. Nobody's exempt.
For saying we got to hold the white coach accountable for the things she be saying. Are you going to hold the black coach accountable for things they be saying? This is a guy who literally tried to fight the entire Memphis Grizzlies team. They had to stop the game because he tried to fight the whole Memphis Grizzlies team during the game. Who remembers that? When he tried to fight the whole Memphis Grizzlies team during the game, they had to stop the game because he was trying to fight the entire team when they played the Lakers.
Yeah, he was fighting or arguing with John Morant's dad.
Yeah. They had to stop the fucking game. Salute to Merle Moss. He says, Sharpe is another Dwight Howard on the low. You see, y'all be calling them gay. I'm not going to call them gay, man, because like we see with other gay people, people come out and be like, yo, the homie smashed. Nobody came out and said the homie smashed. So, I mean, nah, nobody came out.
But I mean, that day Shannon did that. I mean, was anybody really like surprised? Not really. It is what it is.
He said it took everything in him to not beat the shit out of Skip Bayless on live TV.
Right.
Because Skip Bayless said Tom Brady had a better career.
Hey, look, I get what you're saying, but I give Shannon credit where it's due because we know he could have. He would have smacked him once, probably killed that old guy. He would have done it.
Skip Bayless is 71 years old.
Right. But and you know the son, man, they love fucking up the elderly. They just can't help it. So I give him credit.
I don't care if you want.
Yeah.
I don't care if you think that'll been okay, first of all, you gotta be Pat Summitt, rest of soul. I had an opportunity to meet Pat Summitt a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
If Gino had said that, man, I wish my boy would have did this, or I wish DT would have done it to Ross. Come on, Kim. You don't say I wish he had it. Nah, let her.
Is it me or is this like spoiling the moment? Like it's just weird. This is weird, ain't it? This obsession with that one thing that coach said after the game. It's like he picking a cat fight or some shit.
And Angel Reese. Angel fighting for position. She ain't trying to fight nobody for real.
Right. I think she understood that. I think obviously losing, obviously emotion getting the best of her as well as the head coach, and understanding that someone of size puts someone much smaller. I think just the better context of saying, well, why you didn't push Angel? You wouldn't. I wish you had pushed her. I mean, just understanding that Angel is one that's not going to back down.
Shannon, he explained it to him perfectly, right? Oh, but no, Shannon, he's trying to pick a fight with this white coach because he's trying to like make the other black coach seem like she's so fucking great for apologizing for the fight.
That's all. I don't think she really meant the intent for them to actually fight, though.
This is what Don Staley. Now, this is what Don Staley said. This is what I said before I even know Don Staley's statement. I just want to apologize to the basketball community. When you're playing in a championship game like this and our league, things get heated. No bad intentions. I want to apologize for us playing our part in that. That's not who we are. That's not where we're about.
Right.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
You see the difference.
Yeah.
One talks about I apologize for our part in.
Her player is the one who did the bullshit, who started the whole melee. That's why she's apologizing. The other coach is the coach of the player who ended up with her feet in the air and her head on the back of the head on the ground.
Is the coach that apologized? Is she your sister?
Yes, of course, she a sister. Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, for sure. Obviously, he's the going to defend her. And second of all, again, I give credit where it's due because we all know she ain't even had to do that.
Exactly, and that's another point. Like the bar is in hell. He's giving her sainthood for apologizing. Like, well, okay, she didn't have to apologize, but she did. Okay, she apologized. Now you're gonna make her a fucking saint. You're gonna make her a fucking goddamn archangel and shit. Like, what the fuck, man?
In the altercation. And one saying, well, I wish you had pushed our bigger girl.
Hey, listen, your answer always changes when you win.
Nah, because I've seen Don Staley. I saw her lost a heartbreaking game to Iowa.
Oh, listen, she loses.
And she pulled the race card. She lost when they lost to Iowa last year. The Iowa coach said, man, trying to get a rebound against South Carolina is like being in a bar fight. The white coach from Iowa said she was trying to give them credit, right? She was trying to give them a compliment. She said, getting a rebound against them is like being in a bar fight. Do you know that girl, Don Staley, the black coach from South Carolina, pulled the biggest race card and branded that white coach a racist, and so did Black Twitter?
As she should.
And he talking about she took the high road after that game.
Loses with grace now.
That's how you got.
She loses with grace now. She loses.
You
with
got to
grace.
win and lose with dignity. Now I look at because I'm not the easiest person. That's something I had to learn because when I was little growing up, my brother used to beat me, and I would take the basketball, and I would throw it in the hog pen, or I'd kick the ball in the woods, and my granny said, "Kick your ass back out there and get that.
Go get that ball."
Yeah, and then I sit there and think about it again, like, come on, Spade, let's go play again.
Yeah.
I give you the ball first. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, okay. You're not gonna keep behaving like this because you lose.
And mind you now, let's keep it a buck as well. Dawn has to conduct herself in a different manner.
Why? Well, I know why. You know why.
Don't do that. Okay.
You know why.
Okay. Come on now. Don't do that. No state.
Why y'all think the black coach got to conduct herself in a professionally and got to always take the high road? Why y'all think that?
Well, because POC got to work twice as hard. But not only that, but if you don't want to get depicted as an angry sister.
When literally black people, 600 black people was running through Six Flags, beating the shit out of people. All the videos are on Twitter. It was nothing but black people beating the shit out of people at Six Flags last week. Black people, there were 4 shootings on the bus in Philly last week. 4 days in a row they had shootings on the bus. Every single one of them was a black person.
They grabbed the 2 gunmen for that, by the way, for Philly.
Yeah, but my thing is this whole thing that black people always gotta always gotta show restraint. Black people always gotta show restraint because if we don't show restraint, because we black, so we always. The fucking brother just jumped out of the stands onto the fucking court.
And even then, again, Chief, I gotta give credit where it's due. He didn't start throwing haymakers at all these girls.
That's true. So so they they're giving them credit for not doing that. But listen to this. This sounds like 2 little girls, man. Listen to this. And I like Chad, man. I like Chad, but I hate that he resorted to this little female shit right here.
Conduct herself in a different manner.
Why? Well, I know why. You know why.
Don't do that. Okay.
You know why.
Okay. Come on now. Don't do that. No, stay with me. She has to conduct herself in a different manner, but that's neither here nor there.
You see, and they'll talk about we ain't gonna say that. But we know.
Yeah. That's. I just want to say that.
Because black people, we always conduct ourselves well in public spaces, man. Because if we don't, man, people gonna say stuff about us,
I just want the record to show that nobody, and I mean nobody else, talks like this. Who talks like this? I know we don't talk like this. We gotta conduct that. Come on, man, stop it. And then the crazy part, Ike, is that not only do they talk like this, but look at the behavior of the group, bro. Like you're seeing, it just drives me nuts how the to put it bluntly, how the group that is the most violent offender also has by far also has an iron grip on victimhood. How?
Yeah, the black coach, she can't express her emotions when it's literally 1,000 videos of her online going off at press conferences and shit. She literally Wicked, that coach, he said has to always take the high road because she black. She literally, her claim to fame is going off on reporters. Right. That's what she's known for.
I would be shocked if that wasn't the case. I'll be stunned.
And over LSU overshadowed when Camila Cardoso shoved LSU's Flau'jae Johnson to the floor late in the 4th quarter of yesterday's SEC championship game. Gamecocks guard Mylasia Fulwiley had stolen the ball from Johnson, who wrapped her up.
See the brother, he pushed the girl in the back. They're just letting that fly. He can't watch him coming. He's gonna push this big girl in the back. Watch.
Gamecocks guard Mylasia Fulwiley had stolen the ball from Johnson, who wrapped her up, was called for an intentional foul. Johnson bumped USC's Ashlyn Watkins while heading to her bench, and then the 6'7" Cardoso rushed in and pushed the 5'10" Johnson to the ground. Johnson's brother came onto the floor, briefly made contact with Cardoso, before being led away.
Briefly made contact. See how they sanitize everything? And black folk, like, look, man, we got the power, man. We got the power.
By security. In all, 6 players were ejected, including Cardoso. Let's hear from the coaches, Dawn Staley, Kim Mulkey.
You know, I just want to apologize to the basketball community. You know, when you're playing a team.
Because my player is the one who pushed the girl on the back of her head and had her feet in the air. That's why I want to apologize. Because it was my fucking player that did the bullshit.
Championship games like this in our league, things get heated. No bad intentions. They just try. Their emotions got so far ahead of them that sometimes these things happen. So I want to apologize for us playing a part in that, because that's not who we are. That's not what we're about.
No one wants to see that ugliness, but I can tell you this: I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese. Don't push a kid. You 6'8". Don't push somebody that little. That was uncalled for, in my opinion.
Yo, this is literally the least controversial thing a coach could say after a game like that. Like, there's nothing controversial about this. Press 1. This is just a regular statement. Watch this.
Let those 2 girls that were jawing, let them go at it.
Camila Cardoso apologized online, saying, I would like to extend my sincerest apologies for my actions during today's game. My behavior was not representative of who I am as a person or the South Carolina program, and I deeply regret my discomfort or inconvenience it may have caused. Okay. Stephen, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts following yesterday's issue on the court?
And Molly, I'd like to start with Shannon, because I know I'm passionate about it, but I know Shannon had a lot to say about this, so I want him to go.
You see the drama wiki? They literally acting like somebody. Yo, something is wrong with black people, man. They finally get a chance to kick a white person, and they never look at. Is all this necessary? Oh, I'm gonna let Shannon go first. I'm passionate about that. I'm gonna let Shannon go first because.
Remember that scene in Goodfellas when they catch the dude with the shoe sandbox in the bar and they're all just stomping his ass out?
Yeah, Billy Bat.
Yeah, they just stomp out Billy Bat.
Exactly. They just stomping this poor old white lady, man, for the egregious act. What she did was the worst thing that ever happened.
I'll start with you. What are your thoughts following yesterday's issue on the court?
And Molly, I'd like to start with Shannon, because I know I'm passionate about it, but I know Shannon had a lot to say about this, so I want him to go first, and I'm going to piggyback off of Shannon.
Sure.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Did you see the 2 differences in the stories and the coaches? You see what Dawn Staley said and how she tried to downplay it, and you see Kim Mulkey, how she tried to upplay it. I understand this is an SEC championship game. There's a lot riding on it. LSU, if I'm not mistaken, hadn't beaten South Carolina in a very, very long time. And now we're in the SEC championship. And you know, when you take things, you mean it figuratively, not literally. Oh, we're going to fight. We're going to fight them tooth and nail. We're going to scratch and claw. We're going to do everything we can. You give nothing, you allow them to take nothing. But Kim Mulkey, instead of saying, you know what, sometimes when emotion is high, logic is low. And that was.
But she did say that.
Not what women college basketball is about, especially.
She said that too.
Especially with the love and support that the women's game has received this year. Thanks to Caitlin Clark, thanks to USC, Juju Watkins, and some of the others. But for you to take that step, I wish Cardoso would have pushed Angel Reese. Really? Is that what you want?
Yes, Angel Reese pulled her hair and elbowed her in the face 3 times, and she didn't do anything the whole game. Angel Reese was bullying her the whole game, and she didn't do anything to Angel Reese.
You want to see a fight. You want the women's game to be marred by a fight? Really?
No, the fight already had happened, Shannon. The fight already happened.
Come on, Kim Mulkey. You've got to be better. And we've got to start doing a better job of holding Kim Mulkey accountable. And
we all got to start criticizing this white lady. Hey, everybody, if you don't criticize this white lady, then you're racist. That's basically what he's saying. Press 1. If y'all don't criticize this white lady too, and praise that black coach, y'all are racist.
Responsible for some of her comments. We let that stuff slide because she's a national champion. I refuse to do that. I believe she was wrong in this instance. And Dawn Staley showed the utmost class and respect, not only for the game itself, but for her team and for the opposing team. I wish Kim Mulkey had showed that level of respect. But you know what? South Carolina won the game. They earned the victory. They played hard. You could tell early on in the game that Angel Reese or Cardoso, they were not going to back down. Both of these teams wanted to win the SEC championship. And unfortunately, a situation arose. Glad it did not escalate. I understand Flau'jae Johnson's brother. That's his sister. Have to understand the circumstances. I've been there, bro. I understand. Sometimes you lose.
He understands the brother jumping into the crowd and pushing the girl. He understands that, though.
Like,
that's completely
cool,
understandable.
But this white lady, though. Right on, brother.
Yeah.
he literally got past the brother, excuse me, brother, to scold the fucking white lady. My brother.
Oh shit. Cool Cat says we hombres and gliders gotta unite against some people.
Oh damn.
I stay out the way. I don't want to have to do some
damn.
The ball Castellanos stuff.
Nah, I can win this.
Just when y'all about to do it, give me a warning, man, so I can hide in my coon shelter. I'm gonna get a coon shelter, man. Just hide in a coon shelter.
You know how during the Black Lives Matter riots, everyone had a black-owned business. You could just put like a not woke sign on your shit.
Exactly. I can put I will put goddamn definitely. I will wear a MAGA hat, man.
Right.
Salute to Muramasa, man. He said just like what Biden said. If you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Yeah, man, this shit is crazy, man. If you don't, everybody criticize this white lady or like, what the fuck did she do? He making it seem like she fucking like
right, damn.
Jesus Christ.
Championship. And unfortunately, a situation arose. Glad it did not escalate. I understand Flau'jae Johnson's brother. That's his sister. Have to understand the circumstances. I've been there, bro. I understand. Sometimes you lose sight and you lose focus of where you actually are. But I'm glad, nothing happened. He was escorted off the court. The women were suspended, expelled from the game. And it looks like Cardoso, she's going to probably miss the first round game. Obviously, it's a 1-16 matchup, but she's still going to miss this game. But I just wish Kim Mulkey could have taken the stance that Dawn Staley did.
Dawn Staley is a national champion
you already
herself.
know.
Dawn Staley has been to 3 consecutive Final Fours. Dawn Staley has back-to-back undefeated seasons, is 101-3 over the last 3 years, with a national championship and 3 Final Four berths on her docket, and potentially about to win another one. And so we got to look at it from that perspective and think about the credibility that she has. Yet she might have been treated significantly different than Kim Mulkey had those words come out of her mouth. So Dawn.
We gotta work twice as hard.
Literally, if you're ever in a public space, the only people you will hear shrieking, laughing, talking loud on their cell phone, arguing, fussing, cussing,
Play music.
the only playing. Well, no, y'all do. Y'all play music.
No, I'm
the
talking
only
about the bus.
people you will hear is a black person. Press 1. You will only hear black people. Black people they're the kings of public displays of antisocial behavior and out of line. Black people out of line all the time. They out of line. They out of pocket all the time. The only club you'll ever go to that there will ever be a shooting at is a black club. Most likely. Now there's some on burrito clubs that don't happen at, but most likely when if there's a story in the news, a club was shot up, you can put your life savings, you can put your 401k on it that it was at a black fucking club.
You could bet your ass on it.
If there's a report that there was a fight at an amusement park, a big ass brawl at a Chuck E. Cheese,
some people,
you can put your 401k, you can put your fucking house on it.
You kind of
not bullshit. You can put your fucking house on it that it was a fucking black person. And these motherfuckers told us, the black coach would have said that lame ass little comment. She would have got fired. Like, well, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Shut your asses up, man.
I wonder what they said about the Cam Newton incident. If they, these two.
Oh yeah, they excused that because that was black people that did it. So they when the black person, they're so openly racist on these shows, man.
Yeah.
That it's like the brother did, that was fine. He get a pass.
Exactly.
And so we got to look at it from that perspective and think about the credibility that she has. Yet she might have been treated significantly different than Kim Mulkey had those words come out of her mouth. So Dawn Staley exercised class. And not only that, she elaborated extensively even more, y'all, when she said this. Our team from last year, who was significantly more experienced, that would not have happened because we would.
Man, these people. Yo, these sons are out of control, man. Yeah. Sons are out of control.
I would have thought you'd be more interested in what's happening in Chicago and New York, where you've got far bigger problems than these idiots.
Yeah, well, this is.
I
think I've covered Chicago and New York plenty, man. I mean, god damn, give me a little credit.
I mean the migrants.
All right, man. Let me.
The great replacement.
A Dallas man is charged with murder after police say he stole a car with a woman in the back seat. When he wrecked, she was killed.
Wow! Yikes! Hey, hold up. I'm gonna go with Son, man, but it's been on burritos a lot lately. So you know what? Fuck it, on burrito.
A Dallas man is charged with murder after police say he stole a car with a woman in the back seat. When he wrecked, she was killed. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. The victim was a backseat passenger in the car when it was stolen from a Dallas store. It's seen on surveillance video. Police said the car was going at a very high rate of speed right before the crash. Fox 4's Alex Boyer with more on what happened. Alex.
Hey, Steve, and according to an arrest warrant affidavit, Darian Thomas said he was inside of a gas
station. Darian Thomas.
When he noticed.
Damn. I know I should have got Son, man.
He stole a car. Woman's in the back seat. He crashes. She dies, and he ain't got a scratch on him. I bet.
Right.
This shit, yo. But we gotta comport ourselves. We gotta restrain and comport ourselves professionally at all times. Because if we don't, blah 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 blah.
Let's they judge us. Let's they assume shit about us.
Salute to Eric S. Op Nation Hall of Famer coming through once again, man. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Steve, and according to an arrest warrant affidavit, Darian Thomas said he was inside of a gas station when he noticed a car pull up and two people got out and walked inside of the gas station. So he told police that he walked outside to see if the car was still running. It was, and that's when investigators say he stole the car driving off, then realizing that a woman was inside the back seat. A minute later, that woman was dead.
Pieces.
Imagine you ride me, you, and somebody else driving to the store, Wicked, and we hop out to go into the store and come out and see the car driving off, and then hear a loud boom in the distance, and our friend is dead.
That's fucked up.
What the fuck?
We talked about it before. I hear how, for the most part, we've seen glider crime is like very tame, very uneventful. But some crime is like a whole movie packed into like 10 seconds.
It's almost like we're devils. Like he's like the devil, the Grim Reaper. This is literally like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
He just came and took this woman and he don't have a scratch on. He's not at the hospital. You notice he's not at the hospital.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's at the jail. He don't got a scratch on him, I bet.
My God. Yo, she just saw this guy like what, a minute ago? And now she's dead. Like, she never laid eyes on this guy and he killed her. Typical, right? Like always.
Fox 4's Alex Boye.
It's just insane. And then everybody gotta hear about how they call us thugs. The fuck?
It never ends, man. And it's never
They called the black dudes that shot up the parade thugs.
What do you think,
right.
What do you think he was planning to, what do you think he was planning to do with the car?
What do you mean?
Right? You know what? It wasn't no plan, because remember what he said.
What was he going to do with it?
There's no plan.
No.
He was just hanging out at the gas station. He saw them get out the car. It was just a split second. It's probably all right. I'm gonna take this. All right, good. I got a car. I'm gonna go.
Right.
It probably wasn't no whole lot of plan. It was just instant.
Right. When you put it that way, Alex, is it really his fault? I think it's the fault of the guy that left the keys on there.
Yeah, they set him up. They set him up.
If it wasn't for them, he would have never had that. He probably would have been a doctor one day. Let's be honest.
And think about those people. They're probably beating themselves up about that, but there's no way they could have imagined that was going to happen.
No, hell no, no way.
Like they're probably like, oh man, we got so and so killed, but it's like, nah, not really, because
no, not at all. But and again, mind you, I don't know the demographics of the victims, right? But if they were to be traumatized and behave differently in the future, how is it their fucking fault, man? If they've seen it, they've experienced that, they know what it is already. They know all too well what it is. And they could probably still choose to ignore it, let's be honest. We've seen that too.
Yeah, you can't profile. These people don't even get the profile.
Yay, with more on what happened, Alex.
Hey, Steve, and according to an arrest warrant affidavit, Darian Thomas said he was inside of a gas station when he noticed a car pull up and two people got out and walked inside of the gas station. So he told police that he walked outside to see if the car was still running. It was, and that's when investigators say he stole the car driving off, then realizing that a woman was inside the back seat. A minute later, that woman was dead. Pieces of debris lying in the road marked the spot where a deadly car crash came to an end early Sunday morning in southeast Dallas.
We came out here to see, but we saw the car out there. It was pretty bangled.
Of course.
There was a good amount of cop car presence out here.
Mireya Diaz lives nearby, right where Murdoch Road makes a sharp curve turning into Dowdy Ferry Road.
I ain't trying to take away from the story, but God damn, Wicked, man. Them shapes, man. How y'all put 10 babies in one of them? Press one. How do you put 10 babies in that, man?
Right. Well, let me say this to that, though. Right? Let me say this. You got to be fair. The breeders don't all look like this. Our girls look bad. You know that.
I'm talking about the shape.
Right? No. But there are girls that don't have that shape. Stop playing.
No. I'm talking about the non-glider, the non-sun mix ones, the pure breeds shaped
like the
this.
Guatemalan ones.
The pure breeds are shaped like this, my man.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, I mean, look. Where I'm at, where I'm at, Chief, is really just mainly like, I guess, Mexican hombritos. And although we do have a lot of what I call tortas and grenades, a lot of them do look bad too, though. You know, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you. You know, I think you know that shit
Yeah,
too,
but when they have admixture, mixture, like if they mix with blacks or they mix with whites or they mix with Chinese, but if they just pure, the women, and I'm not saying all the women are shaped like, I'm just saying a lot of them have this shape.
I feel what you're saying.
A lot of them have this shape.
They built so many things with bricks that they started looking like bricks.
This is a common aesthetic for a 100% hombrito.
Where Murdoch Road makes a sharp curve turning into Dowdy Ferry Road. According to Dallas police, a man later identified as Darian Thomas stole a black Honda Accord from the parking lot of this Fox gas station located approximately a mile away on Murdoch Road. Police say the owner of the car and her husband went inside the gas station but left the car running with a friend lying down inside.
What we know at this point is that he stole the vehicle from a nearby business with the victim in the back seat, and then he sped away and then crashed, hitting a pole.
A security camera from a nearby home on Murdoch.
So think about it. He wasn't even being chased by police. That's what I'm saying. He's like the Grim Reaper. It wasn't. He just came and killed that woman.
Right, like that.
And totaled those people's car.
Yeah. Right. Like came and went before they knew.
He accomplished a lot in a very short amount.
Right. The destruction.
It's like one thing, you come out of the store and your car's totaled, and then you walk up on the scene. Oh shit, she's dead. It's all gone.
Jesus. All in a day's work, right?
What's up, Osa?
Hey yo, what's up, fellas?
Did you hear the story, Osa?
Nah, what happened?
Man, a lot happened. Just another day under the sun.
Hey, this story. You talking about this story in particular? Yeah. I'm watching this story. Yeah. Hey man, did the chat tell you, Wicked? I was trying to defend your honor on CT's channel. Did chat tell you, man?
Oh yeah. Osa, let me ask you this, Osa.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, why was CT acting like a little mama then? Do you know?
Oh yeah, it's hard to explain, but basically he was, I don't know, did you hear his rant? He was just going off because a lot of people rush over there to talk about Sunman shit. And people want to talk about Sunman, but nobody comes over when he's talking about gliders, when he's talking about Asians, when he's talking about Jews, when he's talking about
that's that typical.
So he was mad about that.
That's a typical victimhood mentality I got from that. But also, let me say this: he went full sister. Because she, like, you know how a sister defends her kings?
Yeah.
And she defends like the indefensible. So when I go over there and say, because also, I mean, I think you understand this, bro. I'm not talking shit about people like you, your shorties. I wish your
I don't think he
to
cares
be safe.
about that though. Yeah,
let me say this.
I don't think he cares about that.
But these son words that are out here victimizing everybody, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think he cares about that. I don't think he cares about that. He says that just like everyone else, but I think he was just saying it's an imbalance. The same people who come and talk shit about some people don't say nothing no other time. That's what he was saying. He does it too. He's the first one to talk about some people. I don't think he has a problem with that. It's just that those same people don't. That's what he was saying. That's all. I mean, like I said, I told you over here. I said over our nation, you gotta answer for the hombritos.
Yeah, and I heard that, and I do.
Right.
Have you been watching? These last couple of days also, the hombritos have been stepping up the game, bro. And I've been taking mad heat from everybody. You already know. But it's
I know. That's why I told him.
Right, but it's I'm right there with him. If an hombrito does some despicable shit, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. But
I'm supposed
he
to
ain't
say,
never
man,
done.
you know, I'm supposed to what? Say that, we need more programs and, maybe this and that. No. We don't do it. We're
Right,
not
but
gonna
you
do that.
don't. Yeah, but he hasn't. But he was just saying people don't come over there when other groups are doing
Yeah.
that, right? So that's where he was beefing. Like, yeah, everybody knows the Sun, man. You look at what time we on, man. Let's keep watching.
I don't think that he knows that. I don't think he knows that. The way he talks, because I've been watching him. I don't think he understands the gravity of the situation. You know what I mean? I mean, look,
I, to me, he
and then
does. He's a Sun man. I think to me, I think he does. But
yeah,
that's
for
just me.
sure. And then I'll shut up about it. But also I was watching him talk to Risky, right? And
Hmm.
Risky's big ass. He says he's a whole grown man, right? Talking about the typical some man shit about because Risky looks like a solid guy. He says we just gotta go and mentor these kids. You want to mentor the motherfuckers that are putting guns in everybody's faces, bro? That's what. Come on, man. Typical nonsense, bro. But anyway, my fault.
Yeah. But that's what you actually got to do. But what most people don't realize is that's kind of what some men choose to do that. Like after they spent their childhood terrorizing the
Yeah,
community, some of them actually feel bad, so they feel it's important to go back.
yeah,
So that's well, a lot of us don't talk about it, but that's really
yeah,
the
yeah.
real reason. A
Well,
lot of
also
these
I used
dudes
to do
did
that.
terrible things in their community, terrible things, and they some of them got a
Yeah.
conscience, and so
Well,
that's why they say that. It is
well,
sounds delusional to a lot of us, I know, but
no.
just
Also, I don't know if you heard me say this. I think I heard me say this. I used to work with shorties that were. I used to work with shorties also that got hit with murders, attempt murders, shorties that
yeah.
got hit with rapes. I try to do what I can for these shorties, right? Also, but I learned one thing, and I learned that shit fast, bro. No solution. These motherfuckers are hopeless. I'm sorry, dude. It is what it is.
Right.
That's my experience
So
anyway.
what allegiance do you have to the community where that would be expected of you to dedicate your life to that? And what degree
Oh,
have you
yeah,
terrorized? And what degree have you terrorized your community?
yeah.
Right? Does it eat at your
Well,
conscience every day? Is the shit
no,
that you've done that's so bad that you can't
no,
sleep at night that you got to do something and you
no.
have to have hope? Oh, right, exactly. So it's
No.
different strokes for different folks.
Look. The reason that I dedicated whatever part of my life to working with shorties in Chicago was because I was naive, right? I thought that you know, somebody guided me, somebody helped mentor me, right? So why kind of return the favor for that, right? And I work with a lot of black kids, a lot of Hispanic kids that were, some of them were good kids. Most of them were obviously, they were playing with guns, right?
Right.
But I mean, look, I've been. I'm not just talking because I have a mouth, bro. And now I work with dudes that have committed heinous shit. I'm with them. I'm not with them that much anymore, right? But I was with these dudes like for hours, bro, just parlaying, fake kicking it, right? And then now I'm doing in another capacity, doing something even greater than that. Look, we gotta focus on the good kids. Don't I hate this act, but the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right? And Blackistan in particular, Chief, these shorties, not only are they dangerous, but I'm sorry, man, they're fucking hopeless.
Nobody
And
else's kids are out here murking people in broad daylight on a daily fucking basis. That's what I would bring up to Chaotic. Otherwise, I really like his channel.
I don't think y'all are hearing. Like he doesn't deny that at all. I know Wicked maybe thinks he never denies that. He's always talking about it. I don't know what channel
yeah.
Wicked was listening to. He
No, I
always. I
listen
don't
to
think
Cat.
there's any
I don't
denial.
think he's
You could,
denying that. I just think a lot of people on there don't
I
get
think
that.
I think he dabbles in it. I think he dabbles in it.
no, he
But if
says
you
it pretty
listen to him,
clearly if you listen.
yeah. Well, I mean, look,
I don't think
also,
he shies away from it. He's the first one to say black people haven't contributed shit. Black people murder. I don't know about that.
yeah,
I don't see that.
He do. He
Maybe
do.
y'all.
The pyramids, though. He does think we built the pyramids, though.
but
I
also
haven't heard him say that. Okay,
it
but
could
You
okay,
it
never
I
could
heard
haven't
him
heard
say
him say
that?
that.
Oh yeah, he thinks black
Nah,
he
people
did
built
he
the
did say
pyramids.
that.
Yeah.
he said we ain't never built nothing. We haven't.
He
I
said the
thought he was
pyramids for
on.
sure.
Yeah, I thought he was
No,
in
he
the
thinks black
Pastor
people.
Manning school.
It
Yeah,
could
he was
be
on that.
it could be also that when he hears me say it, and I have a strong accent, right? Because you know what he tells me when I bring up that the Sun Man is destroying this country. He tells me, well, what about the Mexican cartels? So I mean, look, maybe it's because it's coming from me. when I say what
No,
I
it's not
see,
because it's coming from you. He just like you just maybe you didn't. I don't know what you said. It just that you didn't back it
not
up well, and you're not
I
up there
say
talking about any other group of people. He did. He
I
wouldn't
don't
have a problem
no
with you or anyone if they came back and talked smack about the other groups of people, right? Y'all
I've
keep
gone
thinking
on
like
there.
he's mad because you said something about some people. Like I said, I defended your honor, bro. Like
No,
it
no,
ain't
no.
because you
I
was
heard you. I
talking
heard
about
you.
some people. You
No,
can like
I
you're
heard
kind
you.
of using that as like a scapegoat, right? He's not
No, no,
saying
no,
that.
it is. But look also, but you're telling me what I literally saw because I've gone on there and I talk shit about. Look, also, I hate everybody. Everybody sucks. I've talked shit about the Tigers with him. I talk shit about the Sandman with him. So I don't
All
know,
right, so all right. It took you a
but
long
I
time to say
noticed,
that.
but I
You
noticed,
spent a long time trying to
but I
convince me that
noticed
black people are the problem. Like
they
you're
are the
trying, like you need
problem.
to convince,
So,
right? Like
the
you need to
Sandman are the
convince him
problem.
of that. Yeah, that's what it makes it seem like you think that he doesn't believe that already, but he
Like I
does, and
said,
that's not the problem.
but not enough.
It's
He
all right,
Let, let
bro.
me
he
let me
believes it.
let me
He
let me
believes
read
it to
this.
a point.
Let me read this super chat, man. Boy Katina says, "Hey, nation and nations, barbecue's gang of cannibals is storming the palace in Haiti. That doesn't seem right." Yeah, man. Let me just say this, man. You gotta understand over there, man. He let people go so that he gotta let people go so that if he don't let people go on their tangents, nobody will pay to get rid of the person, right?
Yeah.
So like here, like for instance, here, if I charge y'all to get rid of somebody, right? I would let a lot of these people just keep going so y'all can pay to get rid of them. Why would he cut
Right.
somebody off who's on some woke tirade
Right.
when you
Someone's
have
gonna
to
want them
pay to
out of
get
it.
rid of him? It's
Yeah.
better to let that person go and ramble on their woke tirade, even though you don't agree with him. He might not agree with the person. He might just be letting them ramble. So you can say, "Hey, man, I'm $20. Get rid of that person."
Right.
But
It's
if he
not just
just
the
cuts
woke.
that
It's like
person off, would you? That's his business model. Why would he cut
Right.
that person off while they're talking whatever the fuck they're saying? That's ridiculous. Why would he cut them off
Yeah.
and then lose the opportunity of somebody paying to get rid of them?
Right.
Yeah,
Y'all
no, he
not
does.
y'all, you gotta you know what I'm saying?
He does a good job. I just got
Yeah. So
little mama vibes. I got sister vibes from him for a minute.
yeah,
But
man.
that's
Let
just
me
me, maybe.
move on though. Man. Shout out to Chaotic, man.
Yeah, shout
Police
out
say
to
the
him.
owner of the car and her husband went inside the gas station but left the car running with a friend lying down inside.
What we know at this point is that he stole the vehicle from a nearby business with the victim in the back seat, and then he sped away and then crashed, hitting a pole.
A security camera from a nearby home on Murdoch Road captured the car speed by before crashing into a power pole. You see the car burst into flames upon impact.
The girl, unfortunately, she was out on the street and people were still trying to pass by.
The victim, who was ejected from the stolen car, was identified in a...
She was on the street and people were still just driving by. The girl got ejected from the car. She's lying dead in the street and people still like, "Hey man, I got to go, man."
what if she's driving with a son, man? You can get out, help her, and get shot to death on the highway.
You lying next to him?
Yeah, but it's still like it's just
still
differences
sucks.
because some groups would see that as an opportunity to help. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
yo, some
wouldn't
woman
stop.
laying dead in the street, just jump into action. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
Normal high trust society for sure.
yeah, it's like
Very
It's
you,
not happening.
But it
yeah,
is very
like you
dangerous,
wouldn't.
though.
You got to think about it. Like there goes a woman lying in the street. Pull over instantly, and go apply pressure to the wound or see what's going on with her and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's just different. We're different as fuck, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're different. We not just different. We different.
Somebody said in the chat, the sun would stop and run her pockets.
Yeah, I was thinking that to myself.
Damn.
But
I didn't even think about that.
here's what I'll say: the threat of random violence from people like in a crash or something that exists today is enough to like give you pause from doing this, and that's not just from some people, although a lot of it is from some people. But looting bodies is I would. Yeah.
Let me just show you something somebody sent me today, yo. Let me show you something somebody sent me today, just to show y'all like how like different. It's different. We're different, right? These are some mooses that got stuck in the water.
Go.
That's an elk.
Way different.
Yeah, I just hit her back leg. She'll come out. Oh, she goes.
Glider's gonna glide.
Glider's gonna glide.
Up chair. Oh.
It runs right back in. It's like a metaphor for gliders in general. Come on now, it drags one of them in with it. He dies under the ice. The moose survives though.
Yeah.
Oh man, facts, man.
And the moose is like, "The fuck are y'all doing?"
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Yeah, just different. Like, and listen, man. I'm not trying to knock, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to shit on black folk. We're just different, man.
Yeah, ain't no way we gonna.
If his son people roll up and what is it like? Hey, cuz, look at the elk swimming in the water. Fuck up with that.
Like shit, and we just gotta let nature take its course. Like we don't think that we're better than nature.
Yo, we
wouldn't even call the ranger
animal control.
Right.
We wouldn't even mention that shit. Like we get home and wouldn't even mention that shit to our wives and shit.
Hey, did you read that essay? Shoot the elephant? How to shoot an elephant?
Yeah.
It reminds me.
I didn't get it though.
But well, even the behavior goes back to what you just said though. Like they'll just watch. They'll just watch the elephant die, and enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he sped away and then crashed, hitting a pole.
A security camera from a nearby home on Murdoch Road captured the car speed by before crashing into a power pole. You see the car burst into flames upon impact.
The girl, unfortunately, she was out on the street and people were still trying to pass by.
The victim who was ejected from the stolen car was identified in an arrest affidavit as Karen Mariela. A witness told investigators crawled out of the car.
Oh, that's a sombrero right there.
Marietta.
Of course.
Shit. Beautiful girl too, man. Man. She was just laying in the back seat with her friends. Next thing she knows, she's driving at like 100 miles per hour. She looks up and it's some fucking nappy-headed
piece of
mongrel driving the fucking car, and then boom, she's dead.
And he's all right, not a scratch.
Not a scratch on him.
Was identified in an arrest affidavit as Karen Mariela. A witness told investigators Thomas crawled out of the car and told the witness his legs were broken and that he stole the vehicle because he needed a ride to work. He then asked the witness for a gun to kill himself. The report.
I wish.
So he broke his legs. Let's see if that really happened, because I mean we don't know. He would be at the fucking hospital if he broke his leg.
What an odd series of events.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get to work. My legs are broke. Shoot me.
A minute before this, he was just hanging out at the gas station. A minute
Buying
later,
cigarillos.
he's lying on the ground on the road next to a dead woman, asking another person to give him a gun so he can shoot himself in the head.
My legs was broken before this.
Shit.
Kill himself. The report also states that Thomas increased speed and drove recklessly when complainant Mariela began yelling at him. The report.
So it's her fault.
Damn.
It's her fault. If she would have never yelled at him, you know, why she had to yell at him, man? Like what did he do really? Like he ain't even do nothing.
Go to bed there, catch you with.
And be safe.
Salute, man. See, black people, when we steal cars, we expected to like act in a certain manner because you know what I'm saying? Because when the white people steal cars with somebody in the back, don't nobody yell at them. But when we steal cars with somebody in the back, that person got yelled at.
I mean, it's not his skin color. He's not that dark, right? Maybe it's his midsection.
Recklessly when complainant Mariela began yelling at him. The report states Thomas was driving in excess of an astonishing 200 miles per hour at the time of.
How's that possible? It's a fucking Lamborghini.
200 miles per hour.
There's no way.
Accord is a Honda Accord.
There's no fucking way.
It's got to be.
Some man had the accelerator at 130% depression.
Yo, a Honda Accord. Listen, I've driven a Honda Accord many a times in my life, yo. Nah. 200, maybe 140. And you gotta be like on the highway. If you can get 140, and that motherfucker will be around. You don't want to go 140.
And 140. Yeah, imagine the terror of her in the back seat doing a $140. 200
bills?
Insane.
Shit.
Too fast, too furious. Maybe he had some nos.
Too black, too furious.
Yeah, he could inhale a lot of knots with those nostrils.
At him. The report states Thomas was driving in excess of an astonishing 200 miles per hour at the time of impact.
Said he was going 260 miles per hour. There was no way.
Yeah, that I'm not sure of. That's part of the ongoing investigation.
I can't even imagine the feeling she had, just the terror, the fright, you know, just all the emotions that she had at that same time, and then everything going on at once. It's overwhelming.
And we're learning from family that Karen Mariela was 32 years old and from Honduras. Thomas was treated for his injuries at a hospital before being booked into the Dallas County Jail. He is charged with theft and
treated on the state before being booked into jail.
I wonder if she had kids.
And right now at 5, D.C. is a city under siege, and tonight the mayor has signed that controversial crime bill into law.
Yeah, the council members that supported it say it's designed to combat the crisis across the city. Fox 5's Bob Barnard at the Wilson Building tonight with the latest. Bob?
Hey there, Marina and Jim. This was a 100-page document, basically, until it was passed by the D.C. Council last Tuesday. Now, 6 days later, the mayor has signed Secure D.C. into law. She signed the legislation in front of some members of the council, other community leaders. This was at about 3:30 this afternoon, right here at the Wilson Building. Most of the provisions will take effect immediately. Of course, Congress does need to sign off on it, on this legislation ultimately. Here are the key components of the law, what it does, what it's supposed to do. It creates new gun offenses. It cracks down on organized retail theft. It expands the definition of carjacking. It increases pretrial detentions and allows for the collection of DNA from suspects charged with violent or sex crimes. Some of those suspects, not all. It's kind of an allowance. It doesn't mandate this. Here now, Mayor Bowser and Councilmember Brooke Pinto, who authored the bill.
Secure DC will help us rebalance that public safety ecosystem that has changed over the last 10 years, and we're starting to swing it back to the right place.
Providing for the safety and well-being of our communities stands as a core tenet of our Democratic Party values, values that have always advocated for stronger gun control expanded opportunities for our families and our young people, programming and support for women and survivors, accountability for crime, and avenues for rehabilitation and diversion, support for our law enforcement partners to ensure that they have the needed tools to promote safety in all of our neighborhoods.
Now, some of those policing powers given back to MPD were stripped away in the wake of the George Floyd murder some years ago.
Just think about that. Like, just like that statement is so crazy that they allow that to fly by. The police in DC's power was stripped down to the bone, to the point where they have the highest crime rate in 30 years because George Floyd died in Minnesota.
Good thing only DC has the out of control youth problem.
Yeah, but our crime rate is most of the country is down, not from before 2019, but down from the skyrocketing rates. They're down a little bit. DC's up through the
But
roof.
do you think this is gonna help though? I mean, what is the DA gonna? What do they think about this? Do you know?
I mean, it if he's a Soros DA, it doesn't matter because he's just going to find a way to not enforce the law. We'll see. We'll see.
Now, some of those policing powers given back to MPD were stripped away in the wake of the George Floyd murder some years ago. I will tell you, the mayor says crime overall in the city so far this year is down something like 13%. It was up considerably last year, the homicide rate included. Homicides comparatively down so far. And what the mayor says is some parts of the emergency legislation from last summer allowing judges to hold certain offenders in jail ahead of their trial, which again is now enforced in this what will be permanent legislation, has helped. It's already starting to help make the streets safer here in the district. Very controversial, of course, guys, as some in the community want more done on the front side to help young people out, especially before they get
They want more programs.
into trouble. The mayor and Brooke Pinto say, yeah, they're not done. Secure DC is not it. There's more to do.
Over LSU overshadowed when Camila Cardoso shoved.
Tonight, the suspect wanted in the shooting deaths of a mother and her daughter in Worcester has been arrested. The U.S. Marshals Service confirms Dejan Belnavis was captured across the country in San Diego, California.
Wow.
Thank you for being with us. I'm Chris
Salute to
Tanaka.
the
Police
cops.
have been on the hunt for him since last Tuesday when Chastity Nunez and her 11-year-old daughter Zella were murdered in a parked SUV. WBC's Tammy Mutaso is live for us tonight in Worcester. Tammy, where a news conference just wrapped up.
Chris, that's right. It did. And, you know, the feeling right now is just massive relief from the community and also from Zella and Chastity's family. I just texted with them a short time ago, and they told me they are so relieved because they've been praying for Dejan Belnavis to be caught. And now take a look at this picture. Investigators are telling us that 27-year-old suspect was arrested today in San Diego at 5:45 p.m. A U.S. Marshals agent actually captured
They arrested
the moment of this
another guy
arrest.
for this, right?
The U.S. Marshals had also bumped.
But they were looking for
that
him.
guy. Yeah, they caught that guy. He cut his hair, so he was trying to disguise
Jason
himself.
Bourne, that shit.
The reward money to find him to $10,000. And police say that plus tips and law enforcement technology helped track him down. Now, they didn't say exactly what he was doing in San Diego, but we do know that is where he was arrested. Now, investigators tell us that last Tuesday, in broad daylight, Belnavis and another suspect, Corral Mangual, were seen on surveillance video opening fire on Chastity Nunez and her 11-year-old daughter, Zella, while they were just parked in an SUV near their house. Police say they tracked down the getaway car to Belnavis's relatives in Hartford, Connecticut, and they also say that his cell phone pinged at that location.
He used the relative's car to do that shit.
Wow. I don't know why I'm surprised.
At the time of the shooting. The chief telling us this arrest wouldn't have happened without police teaming up with the feds and working endless and countless hours to finding him. Take a listen.
I think it's incredibly important now that we pray for the family so that they are able to have some closure, some peace, and some healing.
This brings great relief to Chastity and Zella's family here, and also in that neighborhood, and also to the Worcester Public Schools.
Now, right now, the DA says they are working to get Belnavis extradited back here to Massachusetts. They also say that their charges will be upgraded to murder. Again, the feeling from everybody, detectives were in there, from the community, from the mayor, and from the victim's family, is that they are relieved that this man and these suspects are now behind bars. And hopefully the family can begin that process of closure, because this has truly been horrific for them since day one. Chris, we're now live in Worcester. Tammy Matassa, WBZ News.
Great information. Thank you for your hustle, Tammy.
You know what? Okay, go on now. Don't do that.
And another big story we're following, bizarre behavior in court this morning led to a mental evaluation order for the man charged with shooting a Memphis police lieutenant during a traffic stop on Friday.
In fact, the judge telling Geronimo Key he was speaking, quote, nonsense during his first time to appear in court since being charged Friday. It was an abbreviated arraignment, as the judge said it was tough trying to make sense of what Key was saying. WRAG's Jarita Patterson takes us inside the courtroom.
Flanked by security, Geronimo Key was escorted into court Monday morning after each of his 3 felony charges and 1 misdemeanor offense was read aloud. The judge asked a simple question, expecting a simple response.
So you're going to be able to make your bond?
All criminal cases, all commercial. Let the record show that.
I'm not sure what the record's showing, but okay.
Key's behavior.
He doing the sovereign shit, that sovereign bullshit.
Like, gag this son, man.
Why does he get a bond for shooting a Memphis police officer 4 times?
A lieutenant at that.
Yeah, like why is this judge giving him a? Why is this racist white judge giving him a bond?
I'm not sure what the record's showing, but okay.
Key's behavior growing more and more bizarre with every question asked.
Are you able to make your $175,000 bond?
County told me that I get my will. They took my the county told me to get my will. Words, assault, torture. They had forced my fingerprint. They didn't take it. Process.
I'm sure they are holding you against your will. I'm asking if you're able to make your bond.
After more of what the judge deemed as incomprehensible.
That sentence doesn't even make sense.
I am not.
All criminal cases are commercial.
I am not artificial.
You mean like a TV commercial?
I am not subject to guarantee and maritime law.
Maritime law? Are we on a ship?
The arraignment was cut
He's
short.
been watching Hotep stuff.
Yeah, that's the Hotep shit. Sovereign, I'm sovereign and shit.
I thought it was more a glider thing though. Like I'm a sovereign citizen. Isn't that more glider?
Well,
No.
yeah, like when they're pulled over and they're like, I don't have to roll down my window. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of shit. But this whole like, the laws of the United States don't apply to me because I'm a fucking Gullah Geechee or whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Wow.
Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. I guess they not liking that. They don't want me to do the chaotic model, man. Well, hit the PayPal, hit the super chat, there, motherfucker. Hit the super chat, there, motherfucker. And renew your memberships, man, at the end of the month, man. Whenever your memberships come up to be renewed, all you people that got free memberships from other Oc Nation, other Oc Nation members, renew your membership each month, man.
Yeah, ain't no membership programs going on.
Yeah, man.
Right. Yo, so what is this son man here? What does he like expect? Like, okay, so he's a sovereign, whatever. In his mind, what should happen? Did he just gun down a cop? Did he just be like, going, then what?
That's it.
I think
you got it.
I think here's the thing, though. I think he seemed like he just learned this, like, in the holding cell. Like, he don't seem well versed in it. And it might just be like, yo, I shot a cop and fuck, let me try anything. Throw a dart at the wall. He don't seem like a real sovereign, because the ones that really be sovereign, they know that little speech. They know they don't be they know that shit like the back of their hand.
On a ship.
The arraignment was cut short as the court ordered an assessment from a mental health professional.
He's speaking nonsense. Can you fill out a mental evaluation form for me?
Key, still mumbling, was escorted out. The 22-year-old is accused of shooting Memphis Police Lieutenant Bobby Johnson early Friday morning during a traffic stop. This sparked a manhunt as detectives say Key went on the run. 3 of the 4 charged with helping Key following the attack: his sister Zaire Key, his mother Tazari Pennington, and this man Malik Oliver also faced the judge Monday and were ordered back to court April 8th with an attorney.
They all are going home.
Oh, they didn't do nothing.
Here's the thing, though, about this, man. If you locked up every Sun person that deserved to be locked up, so where the fuck would you keep all those people?
I don't know, but can you imagine such a society? That would be wonderful.
Just build a big old wall around New Orleans.
Yeah,
Let
more
them all
New
stay in
Orleans.
New Orleans.
Baltimore.
Could you imagine New Orleans after that?
DC.
Not Chicago. Spare Chicago.
Oh, what? Can you imagine
What's
New
that?
Orleans after you cut off all access to it and supplies from the outside world and left to defend, fend for
Katrina?
itself?
Like,
Can we imagine how that turns out?
The Purge.
Well, it turns out that Sun people take control and start fucking destroying the city. That's what happened. And I
Turns
would
into
wager
Wakanda?
that would be the same.
Well,
result
that
in
was
other
George
Sun
Bush's fault. Let's be real.
That's
That was
true.
all Bush.
Racist.
George Bush don't like black people.
You're racist.
That mental evaluation and Key are expected back in court March 25th. We'll be there as well. Reporting inside the CJC, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
The 4th person charged with accessory after the fact, Key's girlfriend, Kennedy Williams, is set to face the judge tomorrow. And also, the Memphis Police Association is speaking out this afternoon about Key's bail. In a statement, the organization says, quote, the suspect was given a bail amount of $175,000. Setting low bails for violent criminals, including those who commit acts of violence against police, not only poses a continued threat to public safety, but it also frustrates the brave men and women in blue who go out every single day and night and risk it all to protect and serve the citizens of this great city. Later on the news at 5, our Shea Arthur will have more on this story.
That judge doesn't give a fuck. He's there. He was put there. He probably a Soros judge. He doesn't care. Like that doesn't. He's doing his job. He's doing what he does until you get rid of him. Like you can't bargain with a Soros judge or a Soros DA. You can't try to change their mind or give them data. You have to just get rid of them because they have one fucking agenda.
And tonight on a deadly assault outside of a DC restaurant. We told you about that last month. Well, WUSA 9 has now learned the restaurant's operating license is in question. Police tell us the attack is related to security at that establishment.
Delia Gonzalez is live in Northwest outside the restaurant at the center of all of this. And Dee, this new information from police seems to contradict everything we've heard from the restaurant.
That's right, Leslie. We reached out to the restaurant shortly after this incident occurred in early February, and a spokesperson told us that the victim and suspect had no interaction inside Aikido. However, we're now learning the police investigation says not only were they both inside Aikido at the time, what happened at the end of the night is directly linked to the restaurant's security. WUSA 9 got our hands on this letter DC Police Chief Pamela Smith sent to the Alcoholic Beverage and Cannabis Administration asking for a fact-finding hearing into Aikido. According to the letter, the chief says the violent offense, quote, is directly connected to the operations and security protocol at the establishment. Police say the victim, 41-year-old Vivek Taniha, and the suspect both attended a soft opening for Aikido back on February 2nd. After Aikido closed, police say the suspect approached the victim. Investigators say a verbal altercation got physical, and the suspect punched Taniha, who struck his head in the concrete and lost consciousness. The 41-year-old died a week later. We spoke to a heartbroken friend at his funeral recently.
I hope that Muriel Bowser can get the crime under control so that people can
go out in D.C., and it's just not fair that this should have happened to Vivek.
WUSA 9 reached out to Aikido shortly after the incident. A spokesperson said, quote, the altercation took place in the courtyard, and the victim was found roughly 300 feet away from our doors and outside of our sight lines. And I can tell you just about an hour ago, I heard back from that spokesperson. I asked the spokesperson if they had any comment in regards to the chief's concerns about the restaurant's safety and this upcoming hearing. The spokesperson said they stand by their original statement and will cooperate with the investigation. The hearing is scheduled for Wednesday. I should tell you, and this is important to note, while police have not identified the suspect, we can tell you tonight charges are pending against that man. We're live in Northwest. Delia Gonzalez, WUSA 9.
I suppose, Delia, on Wednesday, we'll be able to learn a few more details to be able to connect the dots between what we've heard from police and what we're hearing from the restaurant. All right, Dee, thank you.
All right. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made a last-minute trip to Jamaica today for an emergency meeting of Caribbean leaders to discuss the spiraling security and humanitarian crises in Haiti. The group is looking to develop a leadership transition in Haiti as gang violence rages and the population there suffers. Here's Nick Schifrin. And a note of caution, some images in this story are disturbing.
In Haiti's capital, the gangs are in control. They besieged Port-au-Prince's airport, where workers risk their lives just across the street. Prison cells are unlocked and unguarded, empty by gangs of thousands of inmates. The dead are left to rot. The city smells of bodies. It's too dangerous to retrieve them. The lucky are only shot in the leg. Gangs have seized 80% of Port-au-Prince.
The gangs came with big guns. We have no guns, and we cannot defend ourselves. All of us are suffering.
Haiti is no stranger to gang violence, but this time gangs are trying to overthrow an absent government.
Conduct to the Honorable Ariel Henry, Prime Minister of the Republic of Haiti.
Prime Minister Ariel Henry has been abroad at a regional summit in Guyana and then Kenya to secure the deployment of international police to Haiti that he requested.
I just really want to see an international Sun peacekeeping force deployed to Haiti. I would love to see.
Yeah, when has that ever been deployed?
I'm praying for that.
That's got to be a first.
Let them bring peace over there.
What you talk about, man? Wakanda? Didn't you see Black Panther?
No. But I'm familiar with the concept.
It would be funny if they just took over Haiti and just started doing the same shit.
Of course they would.
Desert Storm in Haiti.
Like,
Except for that
whoa,
GPS.
whoa, guys, whoa.
This is who is OG's son? I don't know this OG son.
He was on here another time, I remember.
He sounds familiar.
He said he was
OG's son.
Yo, can you hear me?
Place. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what up? I was on here a couple days ago. The Nigerian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't know she was a form bomb on there.
Nah.
Okay.
Step up.
But by then, gangs closed the airport and his plane landed in Puerto Rico, where he's still stuck. Prominent gang leader Jimmy Sherry.
The prime minister can't get back in the country. The airport's been taken over. Why not go to another landing strip? Or do they have another land?
Helicopters ass in there.
Gliders only built one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Gliders only built one. But flying to the Dominican and then drive over.
You need to stop thinking. This man probably don't want to be there.
Haiti's
Stop giving
out
him
there being a passport pro.
Stop giving him ideas of reasons why he should do his job.
Hey, somebody got a lot of feedback.
And his plane landed in Puerto Rico, where he's still stuck. Prominent gang leader Jimmy Cherizier, widely known as Barbecue, says Henry has to go.
We will fight Ariel Henry until our last drop of blood, until he resigns. If the international community continues to support Ariel Henry, they will lead us into civil war.
Today, Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Caribbean leaders in Jamaica to announce $100 million support for the multinational police force and for a transitional presidential council.
Leadership at a critical moment for Haiti, but also a critical moment for all of us.
There's no agreement yet on the council's makeup. But
Actually,
it would
it's
likely
not. I
require
don't think
Henri
it
to
really
resign.
matters, does. Or does it? Maybe it'll cause a horrible influx of Haitian immigrants to Florida or something. Maybe
It is
a naval blockade, I
definitely.
think, is what's needed.
That juice crew ain't gonna do this shit. He can't go 5 minutes without talking about the Holocaust.
This is interesting though. You got all these Caribbean leaders at the table, and they're just looking at this guy like, tell us what to do. Like, why didn't they form this on their own? Why didn't, like, it's just like
They got nothing to use, you know. They can't get over there and organize and have boots on the ground and MRAPs rolling through towns and whatever. They don't have any idea how to do any of that.
Yeah,
Facts. They look for the white savior. That's how it is in Africa everywhere you go. Anytime I'm in Africa and then there's a white person that comes through, they just chase the car down and not like trying to rob it. They'll just chase it, just trying to get a picture with them. And they'll ask them to do this and ask them to do that, try to get some money off of them.
Get a well
It's
built.
normal. Yeah.
Build me something.
Real talk. They'll be put their hands in your car, trying to grab stuff out your car. Man, when it's a white person, like when the not Mormons, yeah, when the Mormons come, man, you should see how it goes down in the village.
They know. Are you saying that Africans they look at like white people like they're better than them, or not? When I say better, I'm not talking about like just your essence, but I'm talking about like they know that white people are better at getting shit done and organizing and stuff like that.
Yeah, they know that, and then they complain once it becomes too much to where everything's already done. Once white people have finished their product or like almost done 75% of it, then they complain and then they'll try to kick them out. Same thing with the Chinese. They do that all the time in the market. They'll like let them build everything, all these railroads, and then once you get like to 80% done, they'll try to either kill them, kick them out, and it just repeats itself. But they don't finish it though. They'll let it still sit the way it is every time.
Do you think they'll maintain
demons.
it? Do you think they'll maintain it once they take over?
No, they never maintain anything. If you go there now, there's literally a market on the railroad tracks, and all they do is just pick it up, move once the train.
I saw that. I saw that market on the railroad track. I saw that.
I've been in
that
that market plenty of times. So I've been going to Nigeria since I was 6. I'm 31 right now. I was down there when COVID happened. My mom was
You
trying
go
to
every year
down there. I used to go every summer until recruiting started for football, but I used to go until at least 16, 17, and I'll stay for 3 months. 3 months every summer.
Why do you think they don't maintain it though? Like, what is the reason to not maintain it?
Because I think with the thing with at least with Nigerians, it's like somebody will figure out a way to just use what we have. That's the same thing with the toilet, the hole in the ground. Same thing with the water, the shower. Like there's no like even when you build a house. So we have a house built, and we still have a bucket in our shower because the people that have to build the piping and all that, they're just not good at it. So we still gotta do the shower and everything. We still get a bucket, boil the water, and bathe our stuff like that when I'm down there. Yeah.
Wow. Are you like in a town or in a city?
So I used to stay in the village while our house was getting built. House didn't get built till about 15, 16, and then that's when we had our house. So I was in the village. So it was literally me, my sisters, and brother in one room. The mom and dad all in like 1 or 2 rooms. That was about it. And it's a small confine, and it's just everybody you're related to in that little village.
Right. Wow.
And then once we got our house built, that's when we had trouble with our own family members trying to get into our own house. So it don't stop.
What do you mean? They were trying to like commandeer your house?
Yeah, because they'll be like, "Oh, the last names are the same, so we can take the house."
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, bro, yeah. Whenever I go now, I ask I have family that's in the military, so I always ask them to give me guns when I go down there, because That's the only thing that they'll listen to is a gun, because they
Yeah,
know
wow.
they think all Americans.
Checks out.
That's the only thing they'll listen to is a gun. So that's
They
what I
think
use.
Americans what?
They think Americans, we shit money. Like,
Oh,
so
damn.
they'll just take it and be like, oh, buy another one. And they'll say it like that to your face while they're in your house.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. I went to Nigeria once, man.
Man, now I go in 2 week spurts. So like I have no family in America. Well, I have one in America, but everybody lives in Nigeria. So whenever I go down in 2 week spurts. My mom's retired, so they stay out there. Well, she down there now, but she'll be back around May whenever she feels like it. But I don't see how people can go to Nigeria like and have fun. Like my mom goes there and has fun, and I don't understand it because it's all you see. Look at all these people.
Yeah. Damn. Are you from there or are you from here?
No. I was born in America, but my parents are Nigerian,
Right.
all the way through. They came here, went to school, got their degrees and everything, and they stay here,
Right.
work, you know how it go. So
What do your
go ahead.
parents think about black people here? Like, do they
Man.
relate to them or not really?
No, they don't relate to them at all. It's different. When you ask, like, at least we have a culture. At least we have tradition, a culture. You can't go
Right.
out. At least with the people I know, that you can't go out there and embarrass your family. But it is getting worse for the next generation coming up. Like even like people I know, once they assimilate with the black people, it's
Yeah.
done.
It's like our cousin, they got a taste of the honey.
Yeah, I think the
American
best
honey
thing
or
my
whatever.
parents did. Yeah, I think the best thing my parents did was take me to Nigeria. So I saw, like, dang, I left this. I could have been in this, but I'm over here. So by the age of by the age of 8, I already knew like, okay, black people aren't shit. Because even the people I know that live in Nigeria, when I met them, they were trying to kill me. And even though these are my blood relatives, when I come to America, I'm getting my ass whooped because I'm African. I'm an African booty scratcher. Then I go to Nigeria and I'm getting. I come to Nigeria and now they're like, oh, American boy, and they trying to stab me. So
but
and I'm 8, 9 years old.
I love the way he put it. I love that what I understood him to say was he doesn't take it for granted what he has here. It
Oh
seems like
man, no.
Americans are spoiled rotten, like I've said before, but
Oh
he
man,
seems to understand.
I think America needs a war on the land. So all this woke shit, all this people gotta die. Even if it's people I know, like people have to die so they can understand like it can go away immediately. And I don't
Yeah, it
think they
can.
understand that yet.
So did any of the booty scratchers build any of this stuff right here?
Shit, the little umbrellas in the market, the little tables,
Yeah,
that's
the
about it.
huts inches from the train.
That's
So
about
the rail track and all that cement and all that, they didn't do it.
that's all Chinese and then
Okay.
British when they were down there.
Just like every other city, it seems.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then the booty scratchers came.
Remember we were looking at Kinshasa and we are like, who built this?
It's always a white person or Chinese person that builds this shit.
I think it's better that they don't have a Sun peacekeeping group, because can you imagine all the crime and possible rape? And
Exactly. It's like it would be a fucking nightmare.
It'd be like, oh, these aren't our people.
It'll just be
Yeah,
corrupted.
they'd
Just how
just
they
be
fight
down
right
there
now.
slaughtering them. He's
They'll be
mowing
like,
them
okay,
down.
they'll be like, you're Muslim, you're Christian. We're gonna head kill these people. That's all they do every time, and then it makes no sense, man. When they go down there, then they'll be like, then once you like have them all cornered, they'll be like, oh, we're all Nigerian though. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're about to kill everybody in this village. Calm down.
So, what do you think is the solution to our problems here in America?
I think a war on American turf. So all that I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm a pony and all this shit. Once they have a war on the turf, all that shit get thrown out the window. We need to have a little Ukraine experience. We can have it for like 30 days. I think that will straighten up a lot of Americans. Cause out here you don't got time, like you don't have time to travel, nothing like that. You really don't have time to eat,
I
go to
would
work,
say
and
a
fuck.
quick
That's
30-day war has been wished for by many a person in history.
Yeah. I'm hoping when Trump comes in power, well, I don't think he's gonna win either. Like Oxfam, I don't think he's gonna win just because Republicans just weak, but Because even when I was on here a couple days ago, I saw y'all getting mad at fishermen over the Jewish shit. I'm like, and that's already a problem. Instead of y'all all staying collective, like, well, y'all are mad, but y'all like going back and forth, you and the new guy. Instead of y'all all getting a collective, instead of y'all all getting a collective of, hey, we need to go just not kill these motherfuckers, but like put them in their place. Y'all all like want to be, I'm gonna do this, we can do this. Nah. Fisherman has the right idea. Everybody has to be just how black people, everybody has that same mindset. White people need that too. Y'all all want to be what is it altruistic? Is that what they call it? Individualist. Yeah. So I think that's a big problem with gliders. A real big problem.
Well, it's kind of a good quality to have, but it's not a good one when you're up against a group.
Oh, now when it's time to actually build band together, that's gonna be the only problem with glider. When it's time to band together, you're gonna have one over here. I'm gonna go fight the black people, man. F that. Don't come fight the black people because black people ain't gonna. We're not good when it comes to this war shit. If you can see in any place in Africa, all it happens, someone else overthrows, and it just repeats itself over and over. So
Yeah.
Well, thankfully
Right now,
the Haitians will all end up here and then they'll behave, right?
Oh boy, shit! I'll kill them at the port once they come on there. It's a straight shot, man. I believe murder helps to solve a lot of problems, and that's gonna have to happen. Cause they go on to Florida, Jesus.
Oh, they're for
Let me
sure
read
going
the
to Florida.
super chat. Nick Tal Javon says, "Yo, Op, some behavior only seems bizarre when looked at in the context of a first world glider tiger society. It's way more normal when placed in its proper context, which is Negroes and Negro land." Definitely, great point.
It's true, yeah. It's very true. Morality comes from the Western world, from the gliders.
Yeah,
This
gliders,
morality, anyway.
gliders. Like
Oh, there goes the
we
train.
know,
Yeah,
we know y'all are better than we know y'all are better at certain things. We know that y'all are we know that like building stuff and making stuff and manufacturing
Engineering.
stuff, solving problems. Like it is a problem, and then y'all go and solve it. Yeah.
I love when they talk about that one African in the village that can build something, and they act like that person just is a wizard, man. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's
Put
see
it right
what's
back.
going on
See.
with these Africans. Let's see what's going on with these Africans, man.
Like, why do they think it's a good idea to put it on the tracks?
That's what they know. If someone dies, they literally just put the body to the side to keep it. The first time I was in Nigeria at 6, well, I was there too at 2 years old, but at 6 years old, I was like, can remember shit. On the way from Lagos to my village, because we had to fly into Lagos, you'll see dead bodies, and you just keep driving. You just drive past them like it's nothing. That's probably my first time
It's
seeing a
kind
dead
of,
body. Yeah,
but it's still an odd place to put a market, right? I mean, kind of an odd place.
out
First
there it's
time
not
I've
odd.
seen that.
It's normal. I was like, "Mom's a dead body." She was like, "Yeah, look this way," and that was it.
I mean, even as a backdrop, it just feels weird, like how like everyone has their own kind of flow going on, and like different parts, the world markets, they have their flavor. Putting it on the train tracks and the train passing by, kind of weird.
I mean, that's like super basic planning.
Yeah.
Like the one place you shouldn't put it. Oh, let's pile on that.
Right.
The one time that train, I guess the train track will rumble because one day the train is quiet. Sheesh.
Does anybody even really use that train?
Not really. Not really.
It's just all for looks.
Yeah.
So like from
Wow.
my understanding, the Chinese will show up and they'll be like, "Hey, we'll build you like some nice, cool looking shit, but also let us have access to your minerals." Is that pretty much how it goes?
Yeah, pretty much that's what they do. They come through, and they'll like sign a whole contract, and then they think that they don't have to abide by the contract once it's all done. They'll try to kick out the Chinese people because what they do, they'll bring in their own people. They'll bring in their own cooks. They'll bring in everybody will be Chinese, and they will literally get like a 5-star, not 5-star hotel to our standard, but over there a 5-star hotel with guards everywhere. And then all of a sudden, towards the end of that, but now they know. So now they like have like different stipulations in the contract, but before they'll like burn down the Chinese people's houses. Well, not houses, but like whatever their business was. They'll burn it down, and then they try to kick them out. Like, go to the airport, you're gonna die. Like, they just tell them like that, and they used to do it. But now, they have their own police officers with them too now, even so they can kind of fight back.
Let me play this, man.
News on several shootings. One person is dead and several more are recovering tonight after a violent afternoon across the city. It starts with a double shooting in the South Highland area.
But it didn't end there. It was followed by another shooting in Cordova and then a third in southeast Memphis. WREG's Ashley Paul was at all three scenes today and joins us now to break it all down. Ashley?
Certainly a busy afternoon for first responders. Steph and Greg, 5 or 6 people shot in a 3-hour span. While the circumstances were different at each of the scenes, the message from people we spoke with was the same. The violence in the city needs to stop.
We are tired. We're very tired of seeing crime scene tape on this street.
This shooting scene on South Highland was the first of 3 that Shelby County officials worked between 2 and 5 o'clock tonight. Memphis police were called to the Quick and Easy food shop for 2 people shot. One died on the scene. The other was taken critical to Regional 1 Hospital.
You don't see anything of people coming in shopping of a happy day. It's just a store that looks like a death trap.
We spent about 2 hours at that scene before a second call came in. Shelby County Sheriff's deputies responding to another double shooting in Cordova. This one happened on Amberley Village Drive, but officials learned one of the victims was taken to a home on Brady Hill and another on Dexter Road. Both of those victims were taken to Regional 1 Hospital, one critical, one not. And it was in that same half hour that Memphis police responded to a third shooting in this shopping center on North Shelby Drive. A witness says it started when 3 men began to argue.
The guy in the black Charger and the other guy in the black Ford Fusion began to fight the guy in the white Maxima. And the guy that was in the white Maxima pulled out his gun and he shot each one of them.
At this point, Memphis police have linked only one critically wounded person to that shooting.
It's traumatic. You know, you never know where that bullet was going to fly. It's unsafe for you to be out. And I feel that the city needs to do more.
And that seems to be the consensus. People are tired of the crime and want to see more done to stop it.
There's no win-win situation here when you're taking lives. There's no win-win situation when you're seeing family members crying and bodies in the streets of Memphis. There's no win-win situation here. We need to come together, guys, in our communities to stop this.
It all stops tomorrow.
Now, all of
100% of it stops. It's like just one. Like it literally would just be a different world. Let's see this. Look.
You know, we keep hearing juvenile crime is up by record numbers, but some are wondering if one proposed law aimed at cutting back on juvenile crime is maybe a step too far. The bill would give judges the option of transferring any teenager involved in organized retail theft or smash and grabs or accused of stealing a gun from a car to be tried as an adult in criminal court. It would only apply to teens 15 or older. I should have not said any teenager earlier. Well, R.J. Shakur is here to break down the issues some have with this bill. Jay?
Not quite enough.
Richard, this bill is one of many proposals State Senator Brent Taylor has directed toward the crime fight here in Shelby County. However, critics fear the latest bill targets young people, specifically Black Memphians. They also believe such a law should have provisions to rehabilitate offending teens, which this bill does not. Crime and punishment will be the focus for children under 18. A very short bill that's quickly making its way through the Tennessee General Assembly. The proposal would give juvenile court judges the option to charge teenagers 15 years old and up as an adult if they engage in organized retail theft or steal guns from cars.
In my hometown of Memphis, there are 2 things that are really running rampant. One is smash and grabs and these organized shoplifting thefts. And the second thing are stealing guns from cars.
In 2023, nearly 4,500 juveniles were criminally charged in Shelby County, according to the Memphis Crime Commission. More than half of all gun thefts in recent years came from cars.
That drives an industry, bounding them over, charging them as adult crime. They go into the prison industry.
Jeffrey Futrell is the founder of Young Man University. working to educate young men in Memphis, both in and out of the system. Futrell
Young men
spent
of a
11
specific type.
years.
Young man university.
I wonder if they got a step. They think they got a step team.
I don't even want to see that. Like that's that these programs, man. It's just like you already know what he's gonna say.
So, when do you think they will figure out? Because I know I've seen all the old Hezekiah news. When do you think they'll figure out these programs don't work? Because I've actually when do you think when will they?
I don't think they'll ever admit it.
Never.
It's a money grab, and plus, it's like if you do that, if you admit that it doesn't work, like what else is there to do other than like violence and mass incarceration?
Yeah, because I think boys and girls. Go ahead. Sorry.
The thing about like sons with fixed, we can't change. Like it's written in the stone how we are. So it's like the people who have like the perpetual optimism about us, man, they some bad motherfuckers, man. Because like you just think about it. We got tons of people who hate what we do here. My email is open. Everyone knows my email. I never get sent stories of white kids shooting up stuff, white kids carjacking, white kids marauding through a theme park. Those stories, I would be the person to send them to. Hey, why you ain't do this story about this white person that shot up this place? I never get those fucking stories sent to me. So it's like it's crazy, man.
You don't think Linwood made some compelling arguments?
Yeah, he did, man. Linwood is he's the Ock Nation. I don't know. Let me just go ahead and get to this.
Philadelphia police say they have made 2 arrests in connection with last week's shooting at a SEPTA bus stop in Burholm. The barrage of bullets injured 8 Northeast high school students. The arrests come as students at that school return to class today. Monday night, Rick is off. Ray Hall is joining us. The big story on Action News tonight is the arrest made in last week's violent shooting at a SEPTA bus stop.
Yeah, we know authorities just held a press conference to announce the arrest. That happened just moments ago. Action News reporter Maggie Kent live for us right there outside police headquarters with more on what came out of that news conference, Maggie.
Gray and Shari, 2 of the 4 people who are wanted for this shooting are now in custody. There are 18-year-old Jamal Tucker, 17-year-old Anil Buggs. They're each facing 8 counts of attempted murder, aggravated assault, conspiracy, and gun charges.
There are 4 individuals in that car. We believe 2 of them are in custody right now. We're not done.
It's been 5 days and progress is in motion as authorities capture those responsible for shooting 8 teenagers who were simply waiting for the bus after school on Wednesday. 3 gunmen opened fire on the Northeast high school students at Rising Sun and Cotman Avenues. 7 boys and 1 girl were hit. Many of them struck in the arms and legs were stable after the shooting, but one 16-year-old boy was in worse shape, fighting for life after being shot 9 times in the torso. Soon after, police identified this blue Hyundai as a getaway car and impounded it along with another stolen vehicle in Alney.
Based on the recovery of that and other items that we were able to recover, we developed suspects. And one of the suspects we developed on Friday, we were able to serve a search warrant at several locations, recovering more evidence.
And that was 18-year-old Jamal Tucker. Now, he heard that there were search warrants served for him and turned himself into police. The very next day, they were able to apprehend that 17-year-old suspect, Anil Buggs, also taken into custody. He was taken in on Saturday. Again, both of them face a...
And you got to go to Twitter to see their mugshots. Wow. Salute to Miguel Wano. He says challenge, yeah. Take the $5 challenge, guys. Take the $5 challenge, support the channel. Everybody got memberships by now. least I would be surprised if anybody here didn't have an Aqua Nation channel membership the way they've been giving them out here. So yeah, just support the channel or renew your membership. When it comes up, salute to Miguel Wano, man. Wow. They found those guys. It took a week, but they found them.
Breaking right now at 6 on CBS News Philadelphia. Video just in of one of the two teenage suspects police say was involved in the shooting at a SEPTA bus stop where 8 high school students were shot. During his arrest, police say they found a fully loaded machine gun. More arrests are coming.
Something that I just want to let you know is you all seen the video we released. So there are 4 individuals in that car. We believe 2 of them are in custody right now. We're not done.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Cartalia.
And I'm Seap Lewis in for Yuki Washington. It was a show of solidarity between city and federal agencies late this afternoon as new developments were announced in the investigation into the shooting at Rising Sun and Cotman Avenues last Wednesday.
The CBS News Philadelphia reporter Nikki Dementri is live at police headquarters with new breaking details on this investigation. Nikki.
Jessica and Siafa, tonight, a team of...
Hold on, let me show you the mayor. The mayor. Let's see the mayor.
Shootings involving kids.
Let's see the mayor.
This afternoon. And members from his team. I respectfully ask that you hold all questions until the end of the press conference. And I'm also going to ask for your understanding that we're going to be limited in the details that we can provide, as this is still a very active and ongoing investigation. There's, as you can see, there's going to be a lot of moving parts. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our mayor to get us started. Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Philadelphia, as your mayor and a mother, it's extremely important that I come before you on this afternoon to state for the record that I hear you. I've heard you tell me that you are afraid and concerned about riding SEPTA. You have told me that you have concerns about going to work, to school, to the store, to get medicine. I need you to know that I hear you. To the people of our city, we want you to know that we are unapologetic about engaging every partner available to assist us in these efforts during these very tough times. We just left a meeting a few minutes ago with the principal of Northeast High School. And he said to me that although our city and those children's lives were shattered last week, we will not be broken, and we won't. That's why I want to acknowledge here today the hard work and thank, quite frankly, for the record and publicly before you, our police commissioner, Kevin Bethel, FBI Special Agent in Charge, Jacobs, ATF Agent in Charge, Degree, U.S. Marshals Agent Gardner, our District Attorney, a valued partner, Larry Krasner, Assistant DAs, Pescatore and Fritz, Superintendent Watlington, and I'm happy that Leslie Richards is here from SEPTA. I want you to know that the collaboration that you will see displayed here today.
She's the leader. That's crazy, man. She's the leader. Unbelievable, man.
She bit off more than she can chew. She said she gonna cut all this shit out. Did she not say that?
Yeah, she did. She says, well, here's the thing, man.
I know, I already know.
when you get that position, man, and you get in there and you see, and because it looks different, man, from the outside. It looks like, well, why don't you just do this? When you get in there and you see that these sons are relentless, like they don't care. Like she probably thought, as a mom and a Philadelphia person that grew up on grapes, drinking cookies and shit in Philadelphia, She thought that she could just come and make speeches and probably get them to stop. Nah, you got to lock people up, ma'am. You are going to have to lock people up.
All that nurturing bullshit. I don't say y'all can do this in America, man. This is weird.
Oh, we got Dalton Mayor.
Right to those disturbing allegations against the mayor of Dalton and an unnamed village trustee. We've learned the Illinois Department of Human Rights is investigating complaints of sexual harassment and retaliation. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been poring over the documents in the case, and you're here now with what they reveal. Regina?
Stephen Marion, a few days ago, NBC5 obtained complaints filed with the Department of Human Rights through a Freedom of Information request. Now, they're filed against Mayor Tiffany Henyard and the village of Dalton and Thornton Township. A former female employee who was Henyard's assistant alleges retaliation, sexual harassment, and discrimination after she raised concerns about an apparent non-consensual sexual encounter between her and an unnamed village trustee. The Dalton police officer says in a separate complaint filed with the Department of Human Rights that he also faced retaliatory actions for coming forward with what he witnessed. The incident allegedly occurred during an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. On that trip, Dalton Mayor Tiffany
Hey, man, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, man.
Yeah, Ak, you gotta rep your girl, man.
Yeah.
That could have been you. That could have been you, dog. You need to put in an application.
Yeah, this is my girl, man. Listen,
Over
man,
there
I'm the only one supporting her, man. I'm supporting her on the basis of like, yo, all those people in that town are fucked up. That's what I'm supporting. It's not just her.
You got your little crush. It's okay.
Yeah, man. That's what
It allegedly occurred during an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. On that trip, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and a handful of village representatives, including her former assistant who filed this complaint with the Illinois Department of Human Rights, and 2 village trustees. We're not naming the woman because NBC5 does not name people who possibly were a victim of an unwanted sexual encounter. According to her complaint, the woman says she went to dinner with an unnamed Dalton trustee. The complaint then recounts the following events. After dinner, she says she started to feel disoriented, extremely lightheaded, as if the ground was moving. She says she blacked out. According to the complaint, the next morning, she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. She says after returning to Dalton, Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Henyard's security detail and went on the trip to Vegas, told her a trustee on the trip told him that the trustee had unprotected sex with her. Officer Miles has also filed the complaint with the Human Rights Department. The woman states in her complaint that after she was told this, she went immediately to seek medical care. Both complaints then provide details of a meeting which took place the following day with the former assistant, Officer Miles, and Mayor Henyard. At this meeting, the woman informed Henyard that she would never willingly have sex with the trustee. Officer Miles informed Henyard and the woman that the trustee called him that night in Vegas. The trustee, he says, then bragged about the sexual activities he engaged in with the woman, Miles' complaint says, suggesting that she may have not had the ability to consent or did not provide consent. According to the complaint, Officer Miles recorded some of this conversation on his iPhone. According to the complaints, the mayor said that if this information became public, she would be ruined, that all the work she'd done would be lost. The ex-employee says the mayor told her she would take care of it and to trust her. Days later, according to her complaint, the woman was put on unpaid medical leave, though she says she did not request to be put on leave. She was later terminated. In his complaint,
This is like House of Cards, like for a town of 20,000 people or whatever it is.
This will get you a live. What is it? A live boy or a dead girl? Well, this girl isn't dead, so you can survive it, but it's going to be hard to survive this one. This might be the one that takes her up.
Officer Miles alleges that he was demoted to patrol duty, among other retaliation, for coming forward as a witness. They're asking for back pay, front pay, punitive damages, and attorney's fees. In a statement to NBC5, the village says it conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations led by an independent third-party company. The statement goes on to say former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations, and the alleged victim refused to cooperate. The statement continues, this is nothing more than two disgruntled village employees trying to make off with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The village looks forward to defending these allegations and pursuing all other available remedies to the village.
So the attorney who represents both the woman and Officer Miles says Officer Miles is, in fact, still employed with the Dalton Police Department. He also told us a criminal complaint on behalf of Mayor Henyard's ex-assistant is imminent. Now, coming up at 10, we talked to 3 village trustees about the Department of Human Rights investigation and what happens next. Marion.
Regina, we look forward to that.
Wow, it just never stops with her. Never stops with her.
The misuse of funds is among the many allegations discussed in South Suburban Dalton.
This is all today.
Residents got a chance to tell village trustees what their concerns are, including a multi-million-dollar deficit and multiple lawsuits. The villages.
This is when sons run a town of 20,000. Could you imagine if they ran America? Like ran it. I'm not talking about like Barack Obama being the president. I'm talking about, could you imagine if sons ran America?
Like every federal agency, every state department. It'd be a fucking nightmare. It'd be gone within 20 years.
Oh yeah, 20 years. Yeah, definitely, man. Within a year, like rolling blackouts and sewage backups and trash not getting collected. Yeah, it would parks not getting the grass cut. You know what I'm saying? Like just little stuff like cutting the grass on the public spaces and trimming the trees. All that shit would be gone because that's a budget. That's in the budget. They would steal that money. But trim the trees. What, $1 million to trim the trees in the city? Oh, thank you. I'll take that. This
is one thing I will say. I have noticed that Black Americans aren't so far away from Africans because once they get into some power, they get corrupted immediately, just like how it is in Africa. Like, my father was gonna run. He was running out in Nigeria, and my uncles, all that lived out there, like, nah, you can't run because everybody wears their hat tilted, which is like it's corrupted. So if you come in there trying to be the straight laced guy, you're gonna get killed immediately. So
yeah, it's just weird.
Facing NBC5's V. Wendt has this story.
Dozens of Dalton residents filled this room at Lester Long facility Saturday morning for an event with the trustees. The special guest speaker, Dr. Nicole Scott.
We just gotta keep pushing forward.
She's the founder of American Association of Single Parents and says she's been running into problems with the village over plans to renovate.
Holy fuck, bro. What a name.
Y'all need to stop letting these Black women go
property
to
downtown
HBCU and
and
get these bullshit ass degrees, man. That's all they do, go to HBCU and get a BS degree, and now they right there.
Yeah, and listen, man, the only fucking community that would need the American Association of Single Women, the only community that would need that.
Into problems with the village over plans to renovate her property downtown and to expand their food pantry, Free Indeed Market.
Last year alone, we served over 20,000 individuals, and we need to expand, and they will not allow us to do that.
Since last July, she's been trying to get approval for permits and licensing from the village with no movement, she says, and now believes Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration may have special interest in her property.
I think their goal and hope is to take the property from us, to get it through eminent domain.
NBC5 reached out to the village of Dalton asking about Scott's specific case. The village administrator telling us in a statement, quote, "We are deeply disturbed by Dr. Nicole Scott's false allegations. She has not fulfilled the requirements in order to secure permits by the village of Dalton under the village code." He goes on to cite property tax issues and says the property has also failed multiple inspections.
What they're saying is not true. It took them 6 months to tell me that the things that I submitted were not sufficient. And I think that that is a stall that is them trying to, wait me out.
This comes amid allegations from residents and trustees over Henyard's misuse of public funds, lavish spending, and mispayments to vendors. Several trustees telling NBC5 the village faces a growing $7 million deficit and multiple lawsuits. Some residents voiced their frustrations and concerns over the current administration.
Guys, we need to take the heart and put it back in dollars.
Not only is it not entertaining, it is an injustice to the people who have known. We need to take our village back.
Meanwhile, Dr. Nicole Scott says she is trying to raise money to hire an attorney to take her fight against the village to court. Reporting in Dalton.
Yo, how many cases at one time did this woman have?
It's just funny how like we were talking about earlier, like she's got all kinds of dirt on her, but then the people coming after her got all kinds of shit they're doing. This girl's running a for-profit landlord business with her non-profit food bank.
Yeah, like and she try to act like she's some great person that's just trying to feed.
Yeah, everybody's fucking corrupt and doesn't understand the law.
Jesus Christ, man, this is strange.
This is just son government, you know? Like when you have sons at every turn, this is what you get.
Yeah, nothing done.
Community leaders say the cycle of teen violence needs to stop. The call for action comes as a girl remains.
Cycle of black teen violence.
Community leaders say the cycle of teen violence needs to stop. The call for action comes as a girl remains in critical condition after a fight near Hazelwood East High School. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
I'm Kelly Jackson. Ann Allred has the 9 off. Video of the violent attack began circulating widely on social media this weekend. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer is live in North St. Louis County. She has new details.
Well, Kelly and Mike, a 15-year-old girl is in juvenile custody on assault charges for her part in that Friday fight. Today, I spoke to an organization that works with youth to address violence, and they are calling on the district to implement more solutions.
When I put myself
in that shit? Like, just listen to this shit. More.
For her part in that Friday fight. Today, I spoke to an organization that works with youth to address violence, and they are calling on the district to implement more solutions.
When I put myself in the shoes of parents and administrators and even other students, the first thing that I can imagine is that fear starts to rise.
Dr. Marty Casey is the founder of Ungun Institute. That was her first reaction when she saw video of teenagers fighting near Hazelwood East High School on Friday. The video, along with Ring doorbell footage, shows a girl's head being slammed into the concrete multiple times. Police say she remains in critical condition, and a 15-year-old is being held by family court on assault charges. Dr. Casey's organization works actively with 13 schools in the St. Louis area, providing trainings for teachers and students to disarm many types of violence. She hopes the Hazelwood district reaches out for help.
If they are not bringing in organizations like mine and others, there lies the problem. Because if you have a board that's voting on, and they're looking at it from the aspect of the...
So if we don't bring you in to help teen violence, what? Like, what's going to happen? It's not going to go down. Teen violence is not going to stop, or the numbers aren't going to go down if we don't bring you in.
Man, this bitch going to get gunned down.
I'm trying to get me a Lex. You know what I'm saying? Shut your ass up.
Yeah, what's up with the glasses though? Like, why those loud glasses? Like,
you
why?
Just can't rock. You can't rock that because you're not educated. Okay, you heard me.
It's just so weird, man.
Big ass earrings, green ass nails, long ass nails too.
You just got a degree, a player hater degree. That's what you got. You a player hater.
There lies the problem. Because if you have a board that's voting on, and they're looking at it from the aspect of the financial commitment, well, that seems to be too much. What is too much for protecting a child? There's no such thing. Because the lives of our children are priceless.
Ma'am, we're trying to protect ourselves from the child, not protect the child, man.
We need a $10 billion budget.
We're
One
trying to
high
protect
school.
ourselves.
Man, bring back the death penalty, man. Even these youngsters, they need it, man. I'm telling you.
Salute to Baker Fresh. He says the other day you wondered of different spellings of the name Jalen. Here's one, Jailin. Talk about systematic systems, implicit bias. Yeah, man, jail in jail. Salute to JL. That's ironic.
What is too much for protecting a child? There's no such thing, because the lives of our children are priceless.
Dr. Casey says in order to stop the epidemic of violence, everyone has to take accountability, including students, parents, and school administrators.
We can no longer just continue to sweep it under the rug and wait until it hits our own backyard, because it could be too late.
The Hazelwood School District released a statement over the weekend saying in part, please be kind and respectful of the families involved during this difficult time and pledge to help work toward the betterment of our community. But when I reached out to them for more details on this matter, they referred me to police. Meanwhile, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey says the 15-year-old girl should be tried as an adult, but ultimately that is up to the juvenile court system and if they want to schedule a hearing. So far, there has been no hearing scheduled. Reporting live in North County, Diamond Palmer.
Man, great show, guys. Salute. On that note, same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Peace out.
Peace.